So, good evening again. Welcome back to another channel or another show. Tonight I'm going to do the watch-along game. And yeah, just a lot of brilliant content with Sam from NUC Matters. Thanks so much for that. I really appreciate that, Sam. And you are amazing. And if you do like my videos, can you please subscribe to us? And can you also stick a like to my video? So, tonight we're playing Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. And my God, it's going to be a tough game because going to Stamford Bridge is not the easiest places to go. We've only picked up 19 points from possible 75. We haven't won there since Papi Cesar scored twice against Chelsea back in 2012. And hopefully we're going to get a win there. It's very difficult, but we'll see what happens. And it's going to be a tough game. And I'm going to get the team lined up in a minute. So Fulham won their game yesterday against Burnley. Not Burnley, against Everton, so by 2-0. They're 7 points behind us as we're 17th place. And we need to get somewhere at Stamford Bridge tonight. If we don't, and we don't get anything from Man U, then Fulham win the next two games. That's one that is, they'd be a point behind us. So that will not be easy. I'll turn this around a second because it's a bit dodgy. So, yeah, should be a good game, hopefully, tonight. So, like I said, please take a like onto my channel and subscribe if you haven't done so. And got a message already. Hello, John. Again, Tom, I hope you're okay, mate. Thanks so much for coming on. And I don't know how many people watched this with the Sam. Me and Sam must be well over 100 for that in a minute, which I think is amazing. That is true. So, yeah. So, what do you think? How do you think this game is going to go tonight? Do you think Steve Bruce has picked the right team? Playing a 4-3-3 or 4-3-1-2 formation, which I think is a cracking formation to play with. It's like having Matzo Sarri being our manager because he plays a 4-3-1-2 attacking Sarri ball. You're not going to get Sarri ball down this part, I'm telling you. But like I said, we're not safe yet. I mean, okay, I just spoke to Sam and she thinks we're going to be fine. But at this moment in time, I don't think we're safe yet because we're only 7 points ahead of Fulham at this moment in time, and anything can happen between now and the end of the season. So, just watching what Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher have to say for themselves, but I cannot hear a thing because I've got it on mute while I'm doing this. So, got Thomas again. Instead of Shelby, why didn't we start Matty Long stuff? That's a good point, Thomas. That's a good point because Shelby, for me, has been quite poor at the minute. He's been missing chances. The one on Saturday could have cost us three points for that miss, which I think is absolutely shocking. I mean, I think his legs has gone, to be fair. And John Shelby, as much as I think he's been best good in the past, I just don't think he's the same player for me. So, not good enough for me for John Shelby. I think he needs to be moved on in the summer, if I had my way, of course. Yeah, so if you look at the Premiership table at this moment, Man City's going to walk away with it. Leicester's having a fantastic season. Beat Liverpool by 3-1 on Saturday. Liverpool was on 3-4 in a minute. Lost the last 3 games. They badly missing Van Dijk. And Addison's out of form. The front three are trying their best, but again, not getting the service on the midfield. And Leicester comprehensively made work of Liverpool in the end. So, watch the Arsenal Leeds game yesterday. Arsenal won by 4-2. Aubameyang scored a hat-trick, and the guy will start to be on fire. And Leeds are conceding so many goals. It's unbelievable, but they are scoring. And that's why they're losing quite a few games, but they'll be safe next season. This season anyway. Well done to Bielsa and stuff like that. And I got Thomas again. His free kick and his tap in against Southampton is embarrassing. My dog will have scored him. Absolutely right. I mean, Thomas, again, I just don't get him at all whatsoever. So let me just send a tweet a minute. I'll just let him know that I'm never sure. Because at the minute, it's just a bit quiet at the minute. Just gotta wait for my guy Paul in a minute to come on my show to do we watch along together, which would be amazing. He's done it quite a few times, and I'm happy for him to do so. Like I said, the channel at the minute's not that busy at the minute. Not after the last one I've had with Sam. She's absolutely amazing. And if you get that chance, please get her followed, right, on her Twitter account. She is absolutely amazing and speaks a lot of sense, you know what I mean? That's why she's on Interesting Matters every week. So I'm just going to get the team line up as well. And if I just get that share screen a second, because Newcastle's just put our team out and it looks a good one. And if I just get up a second, there you go. Excuse me. That's who Newcastle's going to play underneath. And then if you have a look at who we've got, I'm quite happy with our lineup, to be quite honest with you. It's going to be a 4-3-3 or 4-3-1-2 with I'm playing a tip of the diamond. So it looks like a diamond formation, if you see what I mean. We got Cardall and Gore, Emil Kraft, Jamal Lascelles, Kieran Clark, Jamal Lewis. That back four, for me, is not a strong back four. I'm honestly used, you know what I mean? Emil Kraft, I think, is hopeless. Jamal Lascelles is hot and cold for me this season. I'll be honest with you. Kieran Clark has been decent. And Jamal Lewis, sometimes he's good and sometimes he's bad. And the last couple of games, he's been okay. But apart from the Palace game, when he gave the free kick away, which cost us the goal and the game. In the midfield, Isaac Aiden outstanding first this season. John Shelby, for me, ain't good enough. I think his legs is gone. His passing ability is not that great anymore. I ain't gonna lie. Joe Willock's got legs. We needed a box-to-box player sort of thing to make things happen and do bits. I'm going to judge Joe Willock after about 10 games. I'm not going to judge after one game. But Joe Willock's going to be important for us in the team. Then you got Miguel Almiron playing the 10 role. And up top, you got ASM and Dwight Gale. And it looks like it's going to be a 4-3-3 with Miguel and Alan is going to support Dwight Gale up top. And I think the front three there looks absolutely fantastic. And yet, we're never going to see ASM and Fiasat play together. It's just not going to happen under Stevie's, even though he said that he wants to give him a try. So looking at that, that looks a canny formation. But again, I feel our defense are a bit weak. I'm not going to lie. So it is for what it is. And then I got David, how John, we're doing player ratings. Yeah, it could be tomorrow, mate, now, because this game's going to be finishing late. So I got to get early for work. So I'm going to do it tomorrow. If you catch us tomorrow, we do it together. Yeah. And then I've got Thomas as well. Gil has a good record at Stamford Bridge. Yes, he has. He does score goals at Stamford Bridge. I think he's a decent player as well. But like Sam said earlier on, just watching Caesar score, that's absolutely lit. Absolute lit. What a goal. What a goal. Wow. Play it over again, my guy. And got a message from Sam again on my Twitter account. Love a wee chat with John. She's absolutely amazing. So, come on, at least 100 people watching live on this game. And it's got to happen. Has to happen. Been on long enough. So, what do you think of this team lineup that Steve Bruce has chosen? Is that a good lineup? Leave your comment sections down below. Please stick a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. So, I'm quite happy with that formation. I thought Hayden's having a outstanding season. Joe Willock's been very impressive. And Miron's back to his best. ASM is getting game time, which I think he needs. And Dwight Gale, can he do it tonight and plays off for a new contract? Me personally, I think he needs a wear. I think I'm technical problems here in a minute. I don't know what's going on in my system. I've got to work it out later on, sort of thing, you know. So that's the Newcastle's team lineup. I'm going to try and get Chelsea up in a minute. I've got Jason on the chat. Here, John, how you been? Personally, I get scared every time I see Hayden starting because we all know Boots likes to play him in centre-back. So warm surprises after 10 minutes, we see him in the back five. Do you know what it is, right, Jason? Thanks for coming on, by the way. Me personally, I hope he stays in midfield. I don't want to see a back five. I thought back five's being rid of. Do you know what I mean? I just hope we play 4-3-3 or 4-3-1-2. I don't want to see a back five. I really don't. Because if that happens, we are going to get beat and we're going to get overrun in midfield. Because I cannot trust Chelsea in midfield. Willock, run all day. I think he's a decent player, him. But I want to judge him after 4 or 5 games before I can make a decision on him. I can't judge off just one game. Now I've got Chibas again. Ciron on the bench. John Linton. I still on the other stream with Sam. He'd be better off going to Brazil, top up his tan. That'd be the best place for him at the moment in time. So, but I can see where Jason's coming from in a way. But I don't want to see a back five. I do not want to see that. Let's be real about this. I'm just going to get the Chelsea lineup in a minute, if you give us a chance. So I'll come out of that. And now I'm going to get the Chelsea team lineup. Oh, give us 2 seconds. Cancel that. Share stream. I'm showing myself and I was going along. So here is the Chelsea lineup as well. And Tuchel has sprung a surprise. Just got a second. He sprung a surprise playing Kepa in goal. So if that is the case, judging at that, that's a bit better. So that's Chelsea lineup. You've got Kepa, and you got to play 3 centre halves: Apio Quetta, Christensen, and Rudia. Those are going to be 3 centre halves. And in the midfield 4 is going to be Hudson and Alonso's wing backs with Jorginho and Kovacic tucking in. And then you have got Abraham, Werner, and Mount up top. So the big surprise for Chelsea, he's going to play Kepa in goal. And if that's true, we need to hit those balls long and put this guy under pressure. Because at the end of the day, I don't think he's a very good keeper at all whatsoever. He's weak. He makes mistakes. He flaps. The guy's 6'2", and you would have thought that he'd be a decent keeper when you pay £70 million. Do you know what I mean? But look at that team. Chelsea still got a canny team out there. It's not the strongest team, but at the end of the day, they've still got quality in that team. Mason Mount's been outstanding this season. Alonso's getting back to his best. Abraham works hard, you know. Werner has got, 4 goals in 22 games. And wow, when you pay £50 million and you only score 4 and 22, blow, I tell you something, that ain't a good return at this moment in time. But this is his first season in the Premier League, and compare Didier Drogba was poor in his first season, diving a boot, and then after that, this is history. The guy is absolutely amazing. Got some more chats on here. I've got Tom's here. Rather have Anderson on the bench than Joe Clinton. I think anyone would have done. Thomas, GS in the game. Boost. I would love to play ASM and Fiaz together. Fiaz on the bench. Yet more lies from Boost. Don't you think? Do you know what it is, Gia? You're absolutely right. He is telling lies again. And also, he said to somebody like Dwight, he said, you love to keep Dwight Gale. I can't sell him because I think it's a decent player. I've tried to sign him before. What does he go and do? Guess what, mate? You're still on the bench, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't really rate you. Do you know what I mean? I'm only telling that because keep you sweet. So, that's the bottom line. He's not good enough for another contract girl. I do like him, but I think he'd be decent playing in the Championship and bags a lot of goals there. But he might even go back to Crystal Palace. Who knows? Good point, Jay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to send my guy the link. And I got Chip as well. Bet Boots has got a duo as a sub. Well, he's not the manager. Boots is. But then again, Graham Jones picked the team, but there you go. Let me just send a link to Paul Setton. I sent a tweet, a link to Sam quite late earlier on, do you know what I mean? And nearly missed it. Get an invite on the go. Click up on that. I've got about 413. I think I've got 415 followers on me streams in a minute on my YouTube channel, so I'm so made up in it as well. So just please keep sending them through. I was trying to get 500 by the end of the week. There you go. Just send Paul a link. I think the guy would be happy with that. So that is the team. And I got a message from Jason again. ODL. Positive of the night. Hendrick is suspended and won't feature. Yeah, I'm not being funny, right? But it's a blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise that he's suspended because the guy has been absolutely dog shite. I'm not going to lie. I just don't think he's good enough for Newcastle. He offers absolutely naught. And then what I'll do, I'm going to go straight back to our team. Please smash the likes up on my video and please subscribe if you are new. If you've already not done that, please subscribe to us and it helps me channel grow. And you guys have been absolutely amazing. So we need about 100 people watching this game live to need like. And that is back to Newcastle's team lineup. I'm going to leave it there for quite a while until Paul gets there. When he does, I'm going to ask him the question. I think he'd be happy. The problem is, at the end of the day, it's all good picking a good team. Let's put it on the pitch. I've got loads of messages coming in, so I've got to block this guy in a minute, like, because I'm sick of it. Lovely lad, but I'm just sick of it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I had enough of him now. I'm just going to block him. Right, so again, guys, if you just leave a comment in the section down below, what do you think of the team lineup? And do you think Steve Bruce, well, not Jesus, Graham Jones picking his team anyway, so. Still worried about Shelby in central midfield, like the legs. I don't think he's good enough. Just 2 seconds, I'm going to knock it off. Going to knock it off 100%. Sorry, Steve, but I'm going to have to delete you. I'm going to delete him. So, yeah, so he's still a bit worried for Shelby in central mid because of his legs. I mean, I just don't think he's that good anymore. But then again, he's Steve Bruce's favourite son, isn't he? It's like Mikel Arteta with Hector Bellerin or Hecky B, if you want to call him that. Do you know what I mean? So, Oakes is his son. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but there you go. Then Tom said, a good lineup. Only weakness is Shelby and Emerald Craft. And Gia said, do you feel it's time for the Braca to take a decision and Darlow's out for a while? I think so, definitely, because the Braca is the leader in the goal, and he's got that presence in the box as well. Also, he's a leader as well. And when he pushes up, when he pushes the ball away, he pushes up in the air and not flaps it, so they don't get a tap in. So, yeah, definitely get the Braca back in. So it's going to take a bad game for Darlow to get Martin back into the team. Personally, I'll get him back in the team now. And Richard said, "You're absolutely right, mate. Put it on silent. That way you don't fall out." I mean, he's a good lad, but he's just sending out these flipping messages all the time. Do you know what I mean? I just don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? So I've got to get an archive on him. So you're right. So yeah, so tell us what the score's going to be tonight between Chelsea and Newcastle. Give us a scoreline, and we're 23 minutes away from kickoff when Steve Bruce comes on the show to do his pre-match interview. I'm going to keep my mouth shut and let him hear what he has to say. So that's Richard there. Welcome to me, chat, Richard. Thanks very much. Jason, I bet they're always close to get a hold of you trying to start again. I bet that was all the clubs trying to get a hold of you to find out what's happened to the 15 million for Joe Linton deal. Mate, I'll give him away. I'll give him away. He's not a player. I just do not rate him at all whatsoever. The best place to do it in a minute, get a plane, get to Brazil, top up his tan in Rio. That'd be the best bet. And then Eric said, whose house send those messages? Not on that when you're live. Eric Will said, at the end of the day, sort of thing. Like, he is a mate I haven't seen for ages, but if Scaristar's going to have to block him. Even though he's a good pal, I'm going to have to block him. So, and Jen says, going for a win 2-1, draw 0-0, lost 3-1. It's got to be one of the three, yeah. For me, it's going to be 2-0 to Chelsea. And let's hope that we put up a fight. And if we put up a fight, we'll be absolutely fine. So, we've got some games coming up. And we've got to play Man U on Sunday. And we've got to play Wolves on Saturday after that. And we've got West Brom. We need to get some points out of those games badly. If we don't, we could be in big trouble. We just got to hope that Fulham start dropping some points as for now, because they beat Everton yesterday. And if we lose 2 games, they win their 2 games, then believe you me, they'll be a point behind us, and we're going to be in huge trouble in a minute. So, like I said, it looks like Man City's going to win the title, and I think it's going to be Leicester, Man U, and it's going to be between Chelsea and Liverpool at the moment. Then I think it's going to be Chelsea at this moment in time. I can see Liverpool in danger and missing out. I got Richard here. 1 each. If we have a go from the start and upset their game plan, quite possibly. And then we've got Fulham, half close to get the 7 points from Jason. Yes, and they are playing some cracking stuff, but they're drawing too many games from the Lightning. But at the end of the day, they won the game. I think Scott Parker's doing a good job there at this moment in time. They got some good players there. They got better players than us. Let's put it that way. Just in a link to Paul beyond in the next 5 minutes or so. And Tom said, if you saw Joke Linton, I would have a party, no joke. Well, you can have a party indoors, man, Thomas, but you cannot have a party outside, not with this COVID going on at this moment in time. I want to talk about that for a second, if you don't mind. Yeah. I heard Boris Johnson could be opening schools again on the 8th of March. For me, it's a big, big no-no. Not ready for it yet. There's still cases rising all the time, and I don't know what to say. I wouldn't have the schools opening, man. Not until at least May or even June. For as well as if I have my way, I would open schools until September. And that goes to unis and colleges as well. So the answer to that is definite no-no. Don't open schools. Don't miss colleges. Do not open universities. Nah. Still waiting on Paul to come on my channel. Tom says, after COVID, exactly right, mate. Because the tweets I had today is just absolutely unbelievable. Yes, people's going to get vaccine, which I think is great. But at this moment in time, do not open anything until, like I said, at least April, May time. And Jason, Justine posted today that we're ready to cut our losses to get rid of Joe Linton in the summer unless he improves from now until the end of the season. So that, just get rid. Jason, where did you hear that from, mate? Because according to a post, I cannot see it, but I'm not going to disbelieve you. But hey ho, I hope he gets away now. Just give him his P45. It ain't good enough. Because this is the guy that Rafa Benitez didn't want, neither the fans. And yet, Steve Bruce is bigger the scalp and say, oh, it's going to rip it up in the Premier League. And he's never even watched him. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. And on to Richard as well. Totally agree. Makes us lock down the last one. Well, the next lockdown I want to see is for a couple of months. Shut everything down. Honestly, shut everything down. You know, that includes work, includes non-essentials in our car showrooms and that sort of thing. Get it shut. Because at the end of the day, until we get that shut, until we have a total lockdown and people stay at home, then, and let's be real here, this company's not going to get any better. Not going to get any better. Been seeing a fair few tweets about it. I've found you tweets about it. Thanks a lot, G. I appreciate that, man. If you do, that'd be great. The best thing he can do, he can go back to Germany, where he made this name, or just send him back to Brazil. Just give him away. I just do not think he's good enough for the Premier League, let alone Newcastle. Still another 17 minutes to go before the kickoff, and still waiting for the Steve Bruce interview to come on. And let's see what you have to say. And I'm going for a 2-0 defeat against Chelsea. But as long as we try, give it a right go. And Tom said, Joe Linton, non-league. I totally agree. But the thing is, they're going to rough him up anyway. He's in for a culture shock if we get into non-league. So there you go. And I got loads of contents to do in the summer. I got some big projects coming up in the summer. 2 seconds ago, put it on to Steve Bruce.
To lose your main goal scorer in any team is difficult. So it's always somebody else's opportunity. So let's hope Dwight tonight has got the nod. So let's hope he can fill these boots.
First start of the season for Dwight Gale after a horrible run of injuries. What are you expecting from him tonight?
Yeah, unfortunately, he had a great end to the season, and then in pre-season, if you call it a pre-season, he got a knee injury playing against Crewe, and unfortunately had to have an operation. So he's been around us for the last month and come on a few occasions. Got the winner against West Brom, so we think he's ready. So I hope he grasps the opportunity.
You've picked up some good results of late by playing perhaps a more expansive type of football. Can you afford to do the same against the side of Chelsea's quality?
Well, we're not going to change, because I do believe that's the way we want to try and play. And of course, it's getting the balance right. You know, we've come into the top team here. You know, so we know we have to defend right. But the one thing that we have been able to do lately is be a little bit more adventurous, going the other way. And certainly with Alan returning and Almiron playing well, then we hope that we've got a threat at the top end of the pitch.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Bob.
So there you go. Then that's Steve Bruce talking about tonight's game. He was asked about Dwight Gale, that he had an injury last season, started a world injury last season, and he wants to pick him, which is fine. And he also said as well, when asked about, are you going to attack Chelsea? He said, you've got to defend right, but we're not going to change. Wow. See what happens on that one. So I've got Richard again. Jordan just doesn't show any desire or effort. Richard, you're absolutely right. All he does is just jog sideways, backwards, and he just does not press at all. He hasn't got a clue. He can't even press an iron board. There, I got Thomas, my ears. Yes, my ears. Yay. All ringing and true. And I've got Stephanie Martin. Good evening, John. Good evening, Stephanie. Hope you're okay. And I hope you had a fantastic Valentine's Day yesterday. And hopefully you had a good Valentine's weekend as well. So what do you think the score's going to be, Stephanie? I mean, do you think you're going to win and eat? Do you think you're going to draw? Or it's going to be a normal defeat? Still got, 15 minutes to go before kickoff. Still waiting on my guy to come on chat and ask Paul to review. My guy. I'm also on the show on the Four Horsemen for the tune as well, and he will do that show tomorrow night. Hopefully not too late. So we've got 15 games to go. And I think we're going to need another 5 more wins to actually stay up. If we can get those 5 more wins, that'll be absolutely fine. But I do not want to be finishing 17th because I don't want to be celebrating 17th place. I just don't, because we are a big club. We are as well. Where we are, we should be aiming for top 10, but unfortunately, not under this ownership and not under Boost. I've got Chip as well as Paul. You know what this Chip? He's supposed to be coming on in a minute, like, you know, it's gone quite a bit. And I was going to talk to him about the team lineup and how positive it's going to be. So he should be here soon. And I sent him the link as well. So he should be here any moment now. And Stephanie, I think it's going to be a draw underneath. Let's hope you are right. And we've got some tough games coming up as well. So that'll be fun. And then just said, there you go, mate. I sent us a DM. We're going to check it out now, mate. I think he shared a tweet with us as well. Yeah, I'm going to read out till a few hours as well, just in case you haven't seen it. Thanks to Jason. And it comes to Magpie 24/7 tweet. Luke Edwards claims that the club will give up on Joe Linton, cut their losses, and attempt to recoup whatever they can by selling him in the summer. Should he fail to impress between now and the end of the season? Well, he's not impressed last season, let alone 3 goals in 61 games for the Brazilian. That ain't good enough. I know people say it didn't cost the money, but at the end of the day, I'm judging him as a performer, and he has not been performing well whatsoever. He's poor. And then Tom said, he go 1-0 begin here for 9 minutes. I hope you're right. And that's coming from Luke Edwards as well. And then I got Chip again. You ain't. Let's start again. You ain't. And Paul as ASMR challenge to Joe Linton. Well, if Joe Linton can speak English and he's not on the team, he's welcome to come in. I've got Dave as well. Where's Portland? I sent him a link. 100%, and he hasn't showed up yet. Whether he's got cameras problems, I just don't know. But it's 10 to 8 now, but he should be here soon. I'm just going to send a message again and just say, let's say he turns up and what he does. Oh, did I let me just delete for you. I'll get that one deleted. He's not here yet, but hey, he won't be too long yet. He can be a bit late, but excuse me. But we got another 10 minutes away for the kickoff anyway, so we'll see what happens on that. I got the wrong. Hey, hang on a minute. What am I doing? Just go back to Explore. We're over the shop in a minute, like, you know. I'll put it back to the team lineup as well. Excuse me. I've got, what have I got? Got Chibas, I read that. Eric said, Paul saw his list. Next time, tell him it starts 50 minutes earlier. Yeah, I will tell him that as well. Don't worry about that, my guy. And Paul gets fined missing a match by manager John. Yay! I might have to put him in jail, I think, for coming late. But we'll see what happens on that one. But also, I'm going to do my press conference reaction to all after the game, but unfortunately, it's going to have to be tomorrow, so I'll be doing that because I've got to wrap up real quick about 10 o'clock in the night, so it is what it is. So I've got to make a phone call at half time. I'll send Paul the link. Because I've definitely done it. Yeah, I got lots of people watching live on me chat as well for this live watch-along, which I think is absolutely amazing. So I've done this for a couple of months now, and I absolutely love it. So I didn't know how I was gonna how people's going to react to this. Will I do this watch along? And I didn't know how I was going to get on. Will I be a success or failure? And at the moment, I feel like I've been a success. So I've got Jason here, stick in the wheelie bin, ice bath. Oh, yes, baby. I mean, just got another 8 more minutes to go for the kickoff. And are you feeling confident of the game tonight? Leave your comments in the section down below. Do you feel confident winning this game? Or can you get something? The players know now we have to step up and play it because we're not safe in relegation as yet. And just got to put a performance in. So there you go. I send that link again. Probably pressed the wrong button by mistake. Yep, send it again. Nope. Still not coming yet. And I got Eric in that go back to Paul first. Paul needs to sack for being late. I'll probably give him a first stage warning for me. I still wanted to cover the man derby, John. Title really heated up and say, now, mate. Did I want this? The top two are battling out in a moment in time into the top of the table. Milan setting. Milan got beat off Spezia by 2-0. I'm not going to lie, that's a major upset of the season. That. I'm not being fond about Spezia. They're having a good season as well. I mean, they have surprised quite a few teams along the way this season. Do you know what I mean? But they even beat Napoli 2-1 away from home. And no one didn't see that one coming. So they are a decent team. Under Vincenzo Italiano, I think he's a decent manager, him as well. Last season, they got a sacked after 3 games, but he's still at the club. And good on him. I got Jason. Honestly, no, it's like always. We play one good game and it's always followed by a shite performance. But go on, I think you're right. But going back to that one, I'm hoping so. If I can do it, great. I'm also doing a Man U Newcastle game as well on Sunday night as well. So it's going to be one or the other. If Paul doesn't join Marias, I think it's on the way now. Just seeing that. And 2-0 West Ham full-time. West Ham beat Sheffield United 2-0. So there he is. There's my guy. And there's Paul. How are we doing, my guy?
I'm all right. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, man. It's not too bad. Just got another 5 more minutes before kickoff.
Yeah.
And what do you think of this team lined up? 4-3-3. It looks like it.
I'm happy with it, to be honest. I think, there was a bit of debate whether Dwight Gale should start or whether you should just go Fraser, Miggy and ASM up front. But I don't think we can complain too much. I'm a bit worried about Lascelles, with him being out for, is he fully fit? Is he not? Has he thrown him in too early again? I don't know. I'm watching it. I'm actually watching it upstairs in my little studio now. So, I haven't got a TV. I'm watching it on the laptop. So I might be alongside you tonight with the delay on it. It seems to be playing well on my second laptop. So hopefully it won't be too far behind the main event. But
sure.
I've got a very good picture, so it's that's a bonus. I've got the Sky app on my laptop, and it seems to be working fine. So, fingers crossed. But no, I'm happy with that lineup, John. I think we can challenge them a little bit tonight, hopefully.
Let's hope so. I mean, you've got to give it a go. You've got to give it a go because we've got attacking players. You cannot play defensive with a squad like that. We've got 3 attacking players in midfield. It's fine. But the back 4 looks a bit weak, apart from Kieran Clark, of course. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
We'll see what happens on that one.
I must admit, John, to be honest, that the 2 full-backs, they've got to play well tonight. They've got to play really well tonight. I haven't actually seen the Chelsea team, so I don't know who's playing for them. I know Kepa's in goal.
Yeah, Kepa's in goal, and you've got Akpieta, Rugia, and Christensen in the back 3, and you've got Hudson-Odoi, Alonso, and you've got Jorginho and that Croatian lad as well. in midfield should come to me in a minute.
Kovacic.
Eh?
Kovacic.
Kovacic, that's the one
Yeah.
he's played in, but I should know flipping better than that. And you got then you got Werner, you got Mount, and you got Tammy Abraham up top.
All right. Am I coming through nice and clear for you, John? Can you hear me all right?
I can hear Ty.
That's right. It's just I've got a posh new microphone, you see, so I've got everything plugs into the microphone instead of the computer, so I'm a bit you know, just trying everything out.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, I've got to get myself a microphone as well soon. Like, you know, I've got to do that very, very soon. So, which be a bit professional, but
yeah, I'm 8 away from 1,000.
So, lads, if
8 away, guys, 8 away.
Yeah, get and subscribe to his channel. The Toon Review ain't more than good. I've done my bit as well, but he's a good guy, and then just start doing super chats as well, my guys. So,
any friends, family who you know likes YouTube, get them to subscribe. It'd be well worth it, guys.
Definitely.
I'm confident tonight, John. I'm going 2-0.
2-0?
Yeah. Yep. I've said all along, and I'm sticking with it. I said 2-0 in my review, or 2-1. I can't remember what it was. I think it was 2-1, actually. I said in my review, so I'll stick with 2-1.
2-1.
Why is the SM dressed like he's in the middle of the Arctic? He's got these massive bandages on his legs.
I know.
What's with that?
I don't know.
Have you seen them?
I have that. He's too cold, or I don't know.
Jesus, I tell you, that's one way to keep warm, isn't it?
I totally agree. But he's worn it before, mind. So I know what I mean. So I've got Tino West Ham from Chippaz. I've got Chippaz. Paul Thomas. What's up, Paul? Hope you're well. You're getting a lot of people tonight, mate. And then just oh no, Paul, you're in the wrong dressing room. Get you, but down to Stamford Bridge now. And then I've got might be missing tomorrow night, lads, for the Horsemen.
That's no good. That's not good enough, Chippers, to be honest. You should be taking time off work to watch the show. You know it was on Tuesday night this week. You had plenty of time to book a holiday. No excuse.
Not good enough. Not good enough at all. And then I've got Richard saying, worth it for who? Yeah, baby.
And they're just running through Newcastle's team now on Sky, so I've got the volume turned off, so I'm just because obviously talking to you, I'll keep the volume off.
Aye. I don't know the news today about Joe Linton. I mean, according to Luke Edwards, he's basically, I got a tweet off Jason, and according to Luke Edwards, he said that the club will give up on Joe Linton, cut their losses, and attempt to recoup whatever they can in the summer, should you fail between now and end of the season.
Well, I think he should be gone anyway. You know my feelings on Joe Linton, mate. I haven't. I've made them pretty clear over the last few months. I don't rate him at all now. I think he's had his chance. He's had his time, and you know we've got to just bite the bullet with him. You know what I mean, mate? It's time he's gone. I don't think he's ever going to get any better, is he? To be honest, you know what I mean?
No. And just as well, he's not starting either, because at the end of the day, it's like playing with 10 men. So
yeah. Well, that's what I said before, you know, on your show before there, where you're talking to Sam. I thought if we go like that, if we go to sort of, you know, there was a rumor that Joe Linton was going to be starting, and then it'd have been like starting with 10 men. It wouldn't be worth it. You know what I mean? It'd just been. So we're just about to kick off here on mine. I don't know about yours.
Yeah, it's just kicked off. 35 seconds gone. Still 0-0.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm way behind you then. I haven't even kicked off yet. They're still taking the knee on mine.
Bloody hell.
That doesn't normally happen. I'm normally up there with you, but I'm behind you now.
That's unlike you, like, you know, unlike you.
I know that, but I'm normally downstairs watching the main telly, aren't I? So I'm stuck up here because my little girl wanted to watch bloody Harry Potter with her mum, so I've come upstairs.
Wow.
And I did me good deed for the day as well. I dug my ex-wife out of she got stuck in the mud with. She came to collect the kids earlier on, and then got stuck on the way home in a mud bath. It can only be said. So I even went and got her out. So
wow,
I've been busy, son. Been busy.
You're the boss tonight, baby. You're the boss. Hey, I'm not gonna say, Jason, dust stuff down, and I'm not gonna read that bit because I'm not allowed to say those 3 words. But up and goes up the Paul. He's a top guy, and it's funny as heck. Boost out impression. I'll read this out quickly. I'll be there to my needs. Got Chipas. So Julian's watching the stream from the beach or from the bench. Gerald stimping already.
Yeah, I've noticed that he's just got up.
But he seems okay.
Honestly, he's so brittle. He's like glass, isn't he? Dwight Gale. He's just like,
no, you just touch him, man. So Chelsea's on the attack.
I mean, Chelsea, I think they've only conceded 1 goal under Tuchel. So, you know, Tuchel's obviously trying to shore up the defence.
But
the thing is about Chelsea, they don't score a lot of goals either.
No, they don't.
But then enter Newcastle United.
Yeah. How many going to score? And he passed us. Just look at the replay now. Alonso, all alone on the left-hand side, and then takes a shot. Darla gets down quickly and sharply.
I'm nowhere near that yet. Chelsea's still knocking around the back four, yeah.
Yeah, but where was Kraft, though? Where was he when the ball was coming across to him?
Well, that's going to be the new question, isn't it? Where's Kraft instead of where's Joe Linton?
Exactly.
Oh, God. But, honestly, man.
There you go.
Christ, I must be miles behind you because Alonso's just had the shot now.
Yeah. See you.
How many minutes are you?
3 minutes and 5 seconds.
God, you're almost a minute in front of me. That can't be right. I'm going to try and reboot this. That can't be right. I shouldn't be that far behind. Stupid bloody laptops.
Even John and Paul, Steve, hope you're all right, mate. Excellent. John, if you paused your stream and started just before Paul catches up, then you'd be in sync.
That's a good point, actually. Never thought about doing that before, have we?
I've never done it myself, to be fair. And if I've done that, I'll lose the whole thing.
Yeah.
Pause my stream. I haven't got a pause button, though, and I saw.
Yeah, sometimes you don't. It's we'll just have to go what we've got, John, to be honest. I mean...
no, that's fine. I start to be ahead of this myself in a minute, so...
It's your turn to be in front tonight. I just hope that God we can get something. Because I tell you what, it's getting frightening down at Fulham. That Josh Madge is a good player, you know.
Isn't he just?
He's a very, very good player, and he can cause a lot of problems.
Well, I think Burnley will find that out on Wednesday when they face him.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'll be interesting to see if he keeps his place, Josh Madge, in front of Mitrovic.
Well, I was going to say, so I think it's a possibility, you know. Chelsea's going forward on the left-hand side. Alonso's coming in. This is the thing. We're not pressing enough.
Mm.
We're not pressing enough. Like, you know, we're running, but not pressing. Furness going in. And it's a quarter to Chelsea.
See, we've got to keep an eye on Werner because, you know, I know he hasn't really hit the ground running in the Premier League this season, but you know what it is? He's a damn good player, and I rate him a lot. I watched a lot of Bundesliga last year, and I just think he's a fantastic player.
He is. Quality player, but this season he hasn't really done it in a minute. But hopefully next season, if he's there, I hope he is, it'll pick up.
Mm. Where are you watching on a stream somewhere, John?
I watch on Sky TV.
Oh, you're on Sky.
Aye. Chelsea's just taking a corner. There's another corner to Chelsea there.
Oh, God.
Let's hope we get something tonight. That's what Thomas said. And Chipaz and Mitrovic got COVID.
Has he? Oh.
According to Chipaz.
I didn't realise.
I didn't realise neither. This is the thing. These next 4 games in Newcastle's going to be so huge.
Well, it's massive, isn't it? Because if you know, we'll know where we're at in 4 or 5 games' time. If you know, if we don't pick up many points and Fulham do, we could be right in the shit. You know, come the end of this month, beginning of March.
Exactly. Dollar's just saved again. It's a deep corner as well. No, it was Dollar's just headed off. Headed got the dollar. Otherwise, it would have gone in.
I think I'm watching Chelsea's first corner here, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to try and find a stream, John, to be honest, and catch up a little bit. So if you just
headed wide.
Who was that?
Abraham. It was crap. I think it was just As Miron sort of is caught napping.
Yeah.
Takes short corner. The ball came back to the same player. The cross comes in, and Abraham headed over, 8 yards? Headed wide from 8 yards.
You know what it is? We've got to be so careful. We've got to be so careful because, you know, they can score whenever they like. I mean, it looks like we're under the cosh a little bit, to be honest.
We are in a minute. But they've got a goal. We got a goal kick now. We've got Chip Aston. We need Fulham to lose the next 3 because after that, they play the so-called top 7.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at Fulham's next few games, though, they've got a good run coming up.
Yeah.
They've got a very good run.
Burnley?
Yes. They've got winnable games, which is the worry for me because they've got winnable games.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always the thing with the team who's trying to get out the trouble. You know what I mean? They're really right. What time you got on yours, John?
7 minutes and come up to 8 minutes.
Right, I'm a minute behind on that stream and all. Bloody hell! Try the second link and see if that's any closer.
God, that's better, Alan. Pressed him. Wins the ball, which you don't see people do. Got Lascelles caught napping again. Get ready for hidden, going to the back 5. You can see it coming, and then I've got Gunnerich. Evening Richard. I hope you're okay, my guy. Good win for you yesterday. Over. Aubameyang, hat-trick. Wow.
I tell you what, they nearly threw it away, though, didn't they?
They nearly did, didn't they?
Leeds are a bloody amazing sight to watch. I mean, they just you know, you're always going to with Leeds United. It's just you never know what you're going to get.
You don't know. Sometimes they're brilliant, and sometimes they're just absolutely. They just gifts. They're just gifts to go away all the time, you know.
Right, I've got some stream up here. What minute you on, John?
I'm on 9 minutes and 10.
I'm still a minute behind you. Doesn't seem no matter what I watch, I'm going to be behind you. So it's your turn to commentate tonight, matey.
Oh no, yeah, right. Then I got Rich said decent game yesterday for a change. I thought they were absolutely Aubameyang's outstanding. Saka again's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I enjoyed that game yesterday.
Aye, and Hecky B actually scored a goal.
I tell you what, Leeds United's defending at times though yesterday was just incredibly bad.
Wasn't it just? It was absolutely shambolic. The goals conceded, especially Hecky B's goal. Oh my God.
I mean, the goalkeeper should realistically never get beat from that position. But if you don't shoot, you don't score, as they say.
Yeah, right. Quite up and down game in a minute. I mean, Chelsea's on the attack now with Vernon wide on the left. Crosses the ball in. Well, don't scores it in. It's a poor cross.
We've got to stop the balls coming in, though, John. You know what it is? That's where we need to be a lot more switched on.
You're right. And if you don't, then they could run over Loris. It's Chelsea again on attack. Alonso on the left-hand side. Oh, he beats Kraft. Push him off him, man.
He's terrible.
That's Crafts again. Like he's live further across the ball, and oh my God, he's so terrible in a minute. Got Rich again. Saka's on play, but at the moment, Leeds keeper had a nightmare.
Oh, did he not?
Did he ever? He's sure we need Dubravka back in, just was commanding naturally as a goal.
He's right. I've said that. I've said that for ages now.
Bang on. Place your bets, lads. When the camera pans to Boost, whoever's hands in his pockets or not. And Eric said, we're terrorizing Kraft every single time.
They'll target him. You know, Chelsea aren't stupid, and neither are the management and scouting team. They'll know that there's an opportunity there, you know, to get through Kraft. They'll target the right-hand side.
Every single time.
Bloody infuriating. Honestly.
Foul again, and Oh, cross comes there. He's about to shoot Werner, but it got stuck in there. Still Chelsea. Oh my God, defense all over the place. In a minute, it's a corner again, but defense all over the place, man. I got which game? Chelsea defeat is always a good day. Thanks very much indeed, there, Rich. Abraham's down, by the way. Darlow has been fantastic, but it is time to bring Dubravka back from Thomas, and Gale seems to be playing on the wings. Kraft's going backwards. Wow. That's the
Has Kraft any gone forward at any time?
Nah, not at all.
He seems to be backwards all the time.
Life.
Is Abraham still down?
No, he's up now.
No.
Just out of the corner, headed over, and it's a goal kick.
Well, I'm on 12 minutes now, so
12 minutes dead. I'm on 12 minutes 46.
Yeah, that's a little bit better. Wouldn't cope with that.
Timo Werner, last 14 games, 28 shots on target and no goals. He hasn't goaled for 14 games.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Enter Newcastle United.
Yes. Q-Shell's gone missing. What's he done as a money? Shell's gone missing again. Like, we're under constant pressure. You're right. Who will be your goalkeeper next season? Darlow, Dubravka, Woodman, Dubravka all day long.
I think, see, for me, Dubravka's got to be told he's number one next season, no matter what. And I think Darlow may well leave in the summer to go first team football, and I don't think anybody can blame him. You know what I mean? It's like he should be playing first team football. He's proved this season he's a number one keeper. So therefore, put him there. You know what I mean? He should go somewhere and get first team football and try to get an England place if there's no opportunity at Newcastle.
Mm-hmm. You're right. I mean, at the end of the day, I think he's been absolutely amazing first this season. Oh, 101, Tammy, 101. Oh, that's interesting. That's a great tackle. That's a great tackle there. Abraham's 101, and then Lascelles came in and slightly took it out.
What, Lascelles timed to tackle?
Yeah. Abraham's 101.
DL.
And then Lascelles, oh, great tackle. Just got the ball on there. He had to get that tackle. If he didn't, then it would have been a penalty. I'm sure he's
how are they letting Werner go in one-on-one? You know what I mean? It just shouldn't be. It shouldn't be allowed.
They're going to check this. Oh, hang on a minute.
No! Don't say that, John. Oh yeah, Abraham's in. I got the ball, John. He got the ball. Shoot.
Got the ball, but he won't foul it though. Anyway, they're definitely going to foul it to make sure.
No, he got the ball.
Who really young to keep on there? That Jason playing knows that I've dropped the 17 and seen Fulham win has got to them on the edge with boosting Chelsea players and not ours.
Yeah, it's a good tackle, John.
Yeah,
brilliant tackle.
Well, it just
no way is that a penalty kick. But they're checking the offside now. So why are they checking the offside if
he looked offside though? He looked offside.
He wasn't offside, but they're checking it now. Why are they checking the offside? That's not a penalty. He's won the ball.
So we just pull out similar situation we had in Martinez. Great tackle. That's a penalty according to Eric. And
Eric, what you been drinking, man? Give it a rest.
Yeah.
No way is that a penalty. You got the ball.
Got the ball, man. And then DCL out for the rest of the season.
Is he really?
Yeah, out.
That's a huge blow for Everton, that. And then again, they've got Josh King, haven't they? So, see, other teams have made moves to get backups in the window. We didn't, which is now we ended up with egg on our face because of what's happened to letting Yedlin go, and now Manquillo's injured.
I said to Samantha, what's the point of selling your right back if you don't buy right back? It makes no sense. Tammy's back on, by the way.
What's he given? Have they given anything yet?
No, it's just play on, goal kick.
Play on. Good.
Yeah.
See, I should be a VAR referee, John. I'd make sure that no errors were given. Exactly. It was never in a million years a penalty.
Never. You just got the ball first. And Chip has said that was Lascelles on the ref for that tackle.
Yeah, it was. That was vintage Lascelles.
Wasn't
Saved the goal.
There you go. Newcastle going forward now. Kraft. We're in a good area at the minute. We're just so slow on the build-up, man. And we're playing it all the way back to the keeper. It will be.
No,
it will be.
Surprise.
Good position. Just oh man. And they've got D1 said. Also, would you take Tammy Abraham or Oddie to Newcastle?
I think he means Callum Hudson-Odoi, doesn't he?
Yeah,
because Tammy Abraham-Odoi doesn't exist.
Exactly. There we go.
Eric says I was convinced he took the man first.
He took the man first.
Eric, how are you? Get your eyes on the game. See, I've got Newcastle slowly building up again. Tell me this isn't going to go back to the keeper. What was that from Hayden?
I don't get it.
Why has he played that literally 5 yards outside of Chelsea's box, playing it back to the back four? What was that for? This is the kind of shit we don't need, John.
Exactly. You would have thought I would have got rid of it. Do you know what I mean? However, it's just absolutely a joke. Why? I just don't get it. Of course, we want to keep the bar, but just keep
it. But there's keeping the ball and then there's knocking it back. That was just an awful touch. I'm not even sure that Hayden meant to do that, you know. I think it just ballooned off his left foot. Tammy Abraham looks like he's going to come off.
He's going to come off, mate.
Is he?
Messages as well. What's the score predictions
yeah,
tonight?
Who's coming on?
2-1. I said 2-0 to Chelsea.
2-1 to Newcastle. John's an idiot.
Thanks very much. Yeah. No, I'm talking about Tammy Abraham or die, not Callum Hudson or die. I don't get that one. Chip Asser could easily someone like Everton come in for Darlow or DeBacco in the summer, as they will need someone to replace Pickford. Possibility.
I agree. They'll be wanting to replace Pickford. I think Pickford's a liability for them.
Oh, definitely.
But then again, John, I don't think that Olsen's much better either.
I watched him Serie A when he used to play for Roma. I thought dodgy Roma and Cali slightly better. But at the end of the day, I mean, he's done okay for Everton. I'm not going to lie. He's done okay when he gets player. But for me, I just don't think he's world class. He's not a world class keeper. Got Jason's Theo's come to the agreement that Boost 100% confirmed as a cabbage heat. Eric said, Miggy's on the right wing. He needs to stay there. Paul, in my eyes, are currently on my 15-month-old son, wrecking my house.
Yeah, been there, won the T-shirt, Eric, 3 times. I know the pain. I know your pain.
Exactly. Tammy's doing. That's David. 2-1, according to Richard. And
Tammy Abraham, Odoi is Callum Hudson-Odoi's older brother. John, who is this D1? Because he's a Sunderland of the biggest club in Newcastle. Can you just block him? Because he just talks utter garbage whenever we were on a live stream. He comes on with the most ridiculous things in the world.
Tell us about it.
Sunderland are the biggest club in Newcastle.
So in Newcastle. Sunderland's not in Newcastle.
Yeah, he's just winding us up, John. He's a Mackham, clearly.
He is, isn't he? Newcastle had a good chance there. Well, are we in? Nah. There's 5 Chelsea players surrounding him anyway, and they're just easy clear attitudes. I wish Darlow's come out for that, and he does.
See, to be honest, John, that's my worry in this game, is because Chelsea, we're going to have to pass the ball very, very quickly, and we don't seem to do that ever. And to get round Chelsea's defence,
Newcastle through. Have a shot. Oh, shite. I'll agree with you there, by the way.
Stay on your feet, Gale, man.
That cross, man. Awful. And it's off oh, man. What's that, Ryan, for Chelsea? No, that was Olivier Giroud's just come on. Andy Charles.
But he looks like Rylan off the telly, do you not think?
He does, doesn't he?
Olivier Giroud. I've thought that for. I'm pleased. Chip has said that, because I've thought that for a long time. Whenever I see Olivier Giroud, I think of Rylan off the telly.
I know. It looks like him, doesn't he? You know what I mean? But wow. He does look like him, man. I got Townsend commenting on his game. He's all for Chelsea. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, he's an ex-Chelsea player, isn't he?
I
don't mind Andy Townsend, to be honest. I think he's one of the better commentators. We could have had a lot worse, couldn't we? To be fair, let's not beat around the bush.
No.
See, I'm just watching that a replay of that St. Maximin when he cut in there and went to have a shot. If you look when the ball came through, Kepa came charging out. He's a liability. He comes for things he's got no chance of getting.
Exactly. I've got D1. He said, bye-bye, D1. I'm not a Mackham. Like that Mackham. Andy Carroll was actually born in Sunderland. I don't get him. Do you miss the time we're at Derby? Of course we do.
Yeah.
Over again, Dewey's far more handsome than Ryland.
I agree, Richard. He's a very handsome man, you know.
He is. Yeah, who's the bigger rivals to you, Sunderland or Macclesfield?
Oh, John, block him, will you, please? See the 3 dots alongside his name on the comments?
Yeah.
You can block him off the stream because he's just being stupid.
I know.
There you go.
There you go. Give me a yellow card. Still, Chelsea is attacking.
I'm just watching Graham Jones giving Stephen Clements a teaching lesson on how to use the tablet by the side of the pitch.
Yeah. You don't hear that from Clements and Agnew, don't you? They don't say out.
I don't think Stephen Clements is really there to sort of he's not one of them coaches that needs to be on the sidelines. I think he's more like, he does stuff in training with them and things like that. I think Agnew's been on the touchline a few times, hasn't he?
Yeah. Quite a few. I got Dave again, red card for D1, and we said VAR overturn your decision on blocking D1. I tell you,
the good thing is, John, we're 25. Well, I'm nearly 25 minutes on mine, but we're still 0-0. That's got to be a positive.
Absolutely.
Whichever way you look at it, we haven't conceded an early goal. That tackle from Lascelles, but Darlow hasn't had to make a brilliant save, has he? He made the save from Alonso.
Yeah,
but they haven't really. When Chelsea are coming forward, getting men behind the ball, but it's just. This is my worry when we get the ball back after defending. We've got so many people behind the ball now. We can't seem to, spring out on the counter attack.
We cannot. That's the thing. And when we do break out, it's just slow and lethargic at times,
I mean, Dwight Gale's playing on the right-hand side here and Miggy's through the middle.
Yeah, I can see it from here. Looking at the shape now. Looking at the shape.
Which is a bit strange because I thought if you were going to play somebody there, it would have been Ryan Fraser over Dwight Gale. If you play Dwight Gale, then surely you play him through the middle. But that would mean, obviously, Miggy having to come out onto the right, which he doesn't like playing there.
Exactly. I just don't get it. I really. Oh, this does look good. Oh, just wide, Werner. The cross came in from the right. I think it was Alonso. I think the cross came in from the right. Was it from the right? It was a lovely ball from midfield. I think Jorginho. Alonso headed across the goal, and Werner just couldn't control it properly. He should have been in. And Kraft again just stood there, allowing him to header that ball. Werner couldn't control it.
Honestly, I just.
Kraft's
a worry. Honestly, if Chelsea have done the homework, we know that Kraft will be who they will target. What a ball that is.
What a ball.
Alonso into Werner. Oh, he should have scored there. My God.
That was a big chance there. Big chance.
Why didn't he dive and header that? I'm just seeing the replay, see if he had a chance to dive header. I mean, God, he should have. Where was the defenders?
Social distancing, mate. Social distancing,
I mean, Kraft's doing nothing with Alonso, but there's no central defenders.
No.
He should have scored there. He should have gone with it with his head. I think Johnny would have scored.
I totally agree. I tell you what, though, mate, our defending seriously, man, real talk. Our defending is shocking, absolutely shocking there.
Do you know that crossfield ball there by Jorginho, though, John? It was hanging in the air for 3 years before it came down. And Kraft still was nowhere near challenging Alonso for the ball.
Yeah.
And let's remember, Alonso is their left back.
Oh,
why isn't he tight on Alonso, challenging for that ball in the air? There is no reason at all.
Yeah, I totally agree. Oh, lovely skills by Miron to in the corner. You're right. I mean, I'm just disappointed in Kraft. Very disappointed. How can you allow Alonso, right? I'm not being funny. That lad had that ball across and he just stood there basically. But then again, the defence as well as a joke.
Well, even when Alonso knocked the ball back, there was no central defenders. Clark just came into the picture just way after the chance had been missed.
Terrible.
But let's just keep praying that Werner keeps missing like that, because if that was Giroud in that position, he would have scored.
Exactly.
Guarantee it.
Totally agree.
Any day of the week.
I agree. Got another corner.
Nice skills, Miggy.
Away from the corner there. Chip has that chance and further shows how much confidence he is lacking. True.
Yeah, I agree, because the Werner that played for Leipzig last year would have took that in. No problem.
Exactly. John knows boost tactics. Keep away to... Well, got a chance there. Get the ball over. Just cross it over, man. Cross it over, man. But Chelsea's breaking, but we've got numbers back as well. Good tackle, Jamal Lewis. Excellent.
I'm just watching our corner.
Yeah, watch our corner again, right? John Lewis tactics. Keep 2 meters away from the Chelsea players, lads. We have social distance.
Yeah. 7
attempts, Chelsea to 1 Newcastle. Wow.
Well, we kind of expect that, don't we, at Stamford Bridge? You know what I mean? We're not going to be, we're certainly not going to be on top at Stamford Bridge. We've got such a poor record there. The fact that it's still 0-0 is the bonus for me, that we haven't conceded.
Exactly. It's getting worse. That's where Maxi pieces off. Just do the easy bloody work first, man. He's just trying to be fancy-dancy. Tapped, and then boosh.
We've said that a few times about ASM, John, is the fact that, for all he's a wonderful, wonderful talent, it's the final ball with me. It just doesn't seem to, he either holds on to it too long, he tries to do too much, and he ends up losing. He just needs to, work out where that final ball goes in, or where to shoot.
Totally agree. I've been saying that for months. Saying that for months and months and months. Just think about it, what to do with it, and then have a go.
What was Werner kicking off there for about Jamal Lewis hitting him in the face? All he did was tackle him, for God's sake. Oh, there's Pouty Pout on the touchline, with his hands in his pockets again.
I know, no tapping.
Honestly, I hate when that camera pans to Bruce. I do. I just want to smack him in the mouth.
Oh, man, there's got to be a goal. 1-0 Chelsea.
Oh, shoot.
It's the left-hand side again. It's good with Werner, taking Kraft apart again, right? And he never made a tackle. He allowed him to run, pull the ball back. Halfly cleared, straight to Giroud, 1-0. It's Kraft again.
I told you, didn't I? I told you, Giroud.
Is he running at Kraft? But where's Kraft, though? Look at him. No attempt at all. He's awful. Don't push it out for Giroud.
No VR review on it.
You don't defend like that.
I think their goal's coming up now. I think I'm going to see it now.
Look at Kraft.
Jesus Christ, that is absolutely diabolical defending.
Terrible, man.
Seriously, Emil Kraft, man. What was he doing there, John?
He's just ball watching. He just allowed him to go.
Gets past him far too feckin' easily. That's shocking, that is. That is absolutely shocking. He's got him there. Just close him down.
Just take him out.
Honestly, that's diabolical, that, That's absolutely shocking.
Let's go through the tweets. Eric said, I won Premier League win at Stamford Bridge. That's since 2012. 1-0. Jason's laughing at us. Love it, Paul. Chapasa, you have to wonder if ASM these type of games is a good idea. Shocking defending all around. FFS. I'm not even going to rage. It's no point. Emil crap. Yep. Can we ask for Yedlin back and popping for Kraft? Poor defending. You're right, Jay. We are sleeping in the walking in the trouble. He's right.
John, I said the other day that this transfer window would come back and bite us in the arse, and it's exactly what it's doing. We didn't get cover in the right places at all. Yes, Willock's not a bad inclusion. Don't get me wrong about that, but Jesus Christ, man. Emil Kraft is the only player I've ever known to trip over his own fucking toenails, John. He's pathetic, man. Poor
defender. He's shocking. And everyone's saying, yeah, Studis Cafu. And we heard people crying. Yeah, that's your defender. Not my defender. That's your right back. But let me tell you something, right? Defending like that, though, Paul, would see us relegated. I'm telling you.
Well, it will. You're right. You know, we can't afford to have players like Emil Kraft in this team when we are fighting relegation. At the end of the day, I'd rather have Jacob Murphy play there, John, to be honest.
Or should have been two. Chelsea, Werner. Should have been two. They're running riot. The midfield. Oh, poor defender around again.
What the hell's Darlow doing there? What is that header? What was he doing there, John?
No idea. What was he thinking, man?
He could have let that ball come into the box. Jesus H. Christ.
It's ridiculous, man. But if you see the first, if you've not seen that one, look at the other one, mate. Look at the other one. It should have been 2-0.
It's coming up now. How is Kovacic allowed to run through like that? Oh, that wasn't a bad attempt by Werner. Actually, it wasn't so much a miss. That was just a little clip. That was a good effort, that. But how is Kovacic allowed to run through like that?
They've got Kraft standing watching that. It was the second time in a few minutes. My scoring prediction's out the window. So is yours. Werner should have scored 4 times already. I think Shaw should never have made that attempt after the free kick resulted in his injury.
Hey, my score's still there, John Boy. 2-1. 2-1 the tune. I'm being very optimistic now.
And I've got Philip Randall on me tweet saying it's been a long time coming, to be honest. We are given too much space, especially out wide. Both Kraft and Lewis are having to try and cover 2 men at a time.
Kraft can't even cover himself, John, man.
I'm not being funny, but that guy is absolutely poor. He really is. And I've got Ryan. John Lenny. Kraft is struggling big style. He's been struggling since he came through the door, mate. Let's be real about it. Real talk.
I can't remember Kraft having a good game. I mean, yes, everybody defended well against Southampton, didn't they? But that's because they had to. There wasn't really any positional play against Southampton. It was just backs to the wall. But look how easily he gets around Kraft for that goal, man. Jesus wept.
I can't believe that. He is the weak link. We needed another right back, an experienced right back in your sort of 18. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not being funny, but this guy, everyone's having a go at us and see that having a go at Kraft. Okay? I'm not having a go at Kraft. I said, do not get this guy through the door. Do not.
The thing is, John, if Kraft had a good game, you'd be the first to say he had a good game. You know, I haven't got a problem praising anybody that I've been critical of if they have a good game. But the fact of the matter is, they're not having good games. Kraft is having a stinker here. I mean, the fact is, he's the only right back we've got. I mean, do you know what I'd do? I'd put Dummett alongside Lascelles in the second half and put Kieran Clark right back.
Yeah, but he's left-footed though, isn't he?
Doesn't matter. At least he can stay on stay on Werner, because Werner's having a field day against Kraft.
Isn't he just? Because we are allowed to. I've got looks lost. Steve is killing this team. You're not wrong there, Steve. Do you think we carry on playing like this, we're going to get beat 4-0? Totally agree. Ted Bundy's lawyer was a better defender than that Kraft. Oh my God. Kraft looks poor. Emily Kraft, not Emil Kraft, Emily. I'm going to come from now on because he's weak. Then Bruce Duck and the team, he has killed the team. Bang on, yeah, right. Now I've got Mike on the tweet. Dollar stores to organise the defence, and that's why Dubs needs to come back ASAP in the team. Great shot stopper. He's right. And Kraft looks very poor. Yep, with all that. Do you know what it is, right? I mean, if he plays well, I'll praise him. Chelsea's on the forward again.
The fact of the matter is, John, we're not. This is not a great Chelsea side. You know, I mean, no disrespect to them. I think a lot of Chelsea fans would say that as well. It is not a great Chelsea side. We are making them look very, very good here, but they haven't played well in recent games. They still won them by the odd goal. But it's not a great Chelsea side that we should have been afraid of going at tonight. But we're not winning enough balls. We're giving our marking is abysmal.
2-0.
Is it?
2-0 it is now.
Oh, for God's fucking sake. I feel the rage kicking in, John. I feel the rage.
Do you know what? I'll pass Kevin, mate. I really do pass Kevin. We are now playing like a relegated team.
We are in a relegation battle. There is no doubt about it. We are in a relegation battle. And the sooner this idiot of a manager wakes up to that, you know, we're not in a relegation battle. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Corner. The defence. We're all over the shop.
I haven't seen it yet. The corner's coming. Did they score from the corner, did they?
Corner from the corner.
Yeah, the corner's coming in now.
Corner's coming in.
Let's have a look.
Defence all over the place. Werner.
What on earth?
This is game over now.
Look at them all just walking back. I mean, there's our captain, right? We've gone 2-0 down, and there's our captain. Do you see him shouting at the players, G'ing them up? No, you don't. His head's down.
Not at all.
Kiss my ass. Seriously, he's supposed to be the captain. Why isn't he trying to G the players up?
Oh, they're fouling this as well. They're fouling this. They're fouling it.
Yeah, it'd still be a goal. I don't see anything wrong with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Nah, they're looking for a Giroud handball. It came off Clark's head. It came off Kieran Clark's head. There's no way that'll be disallowed. It's Werner's goal. That's what they're looking at. They're looking to see if Werner handballed it, but he didn't. It skimmed off Clark's head.
I mean, the thing is, like, not our captain, not even G'ing him up. No, our captain.
It's just showed him there, John, after the replay, the first replay there, right? And it showed you the players, like, it showed you the Chelsea players celebrating, right? And then walking back to the halfway line. Has it been given?
Yeah, it's given, mate.
Yeah, I thought it would be. There's no way that should be disallowed. So, and it showed you them walking back, and Lascelles is just trotting back with his head down. He's supposed to be the captain of this football club. Now, as a captain, you're supposed to show leadership. Get out there and G your players up, saying, come on, yes, we concede again, but come on, let's go and fight for this team. He's doing all again. Pathetic excuse of a captain, man. No leadership, no shite all.
Yep, you're right, Paul. You're absolutely right, mate. Absolutely right. Chelsea's on the attack again.
Dwight Gill gets knocked. Dwight Gill gets knocked over like.
There's no tackling at all. Tackle, man.
Dwight Gill gets knocked over with a paper bag, you know. The slightest breath of wind and Dwight Gill falls on his arse.
You're right. I'm just going to read this. I'll just read as well. Murphy can match further pace to pace. We are getting Surridge on 3. If Chelsea scores against game over, yeah, they've already done it. It's game over. Look at all the love for Storm 24. Much love, King Kev. And there's Bruce just waiting 1%, blah, blah, blah. That's game over. Thomas is laughing. Can't wait for Bruce cock-ups and cock-up bull story. Mark here, welcome to me chat, Mark. Hope you're okay. Leeds fans here, we were really shy first half and went 4-0 doom, but gave it a go in the second half and we got back to 4-2. Plenty of time yet. Mark, I'm not being funny, mate, but just don't bother watch this game, mate. Game's over, mate. We got no fight. And we have not come back from a losing position in this season. So waste your time. Third not scored. Enter Newcastle United F's sake. Stephen needs to be sat to end off. This is going to be 4 or 5. We're going down. David, Tom's Port. I hope we hit one here. I need because this is just an effing joke. And I've got never known 2 captains. Never speak to Lascelles and Shelby. Both shouldn't be captains. They're not even speaking. That's a good point there. Paul.
What? Yeah, I'm listening.
He said, never known 2 captains who never speak Lascelles and Shelby. Both shouldn't be captains. He's right.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
The attitude is embarrassing.
Couldn't agree more.
I see Paul Swage coming to the ball.
You're right, Jason.
What sort of freak is that, Shelby? That's poor.
By the way, John, can I just mention again that I'm going live on my channel at 10 o'clock tonight with a match reaction. So I want everybody on the live comments on there telling us what they thought of the game and stuff like that. I'll be doing a normal review video tomorrow, but I just thought first time I've ever done a match reaction straight after the game. So I hope people jump across to my channel after this to have a watch, and looking forward to everybody's comments. I'll not be in the best of moods if this continues. Like,
I don't blame you. I'll send you a message. I'll send you a message and just say, great point. You know what I'm like, so I don't fall asleep. I mean, me and Samantha were really confident and eat like.
I think everybody had the hopes up, John, because we'd looked a bit more livelier, but this has been absolutely pathetic. The attitude since we've gone down. Oh, Chippers is saying that as well with his
right.
The attitude's just shite.
I see Paul Swage meet at a bowling point. Bang on, bang on this. Thomas said, Jesus, I can't wait to see Paul and eat. I'll be there as well. Don't worry about that. I'll probably listen to you in the morning as I go to work. But I'll listen to you later on. Don't worry about that. Look at that. We are absolutely shit. We really are absolutely crap. We'll be there, Paul, with a volume and mute, because I will still hear you after this shite. Mark said, Paul can't return to the match review after game. They are fantastic. Listen, guys, he needs another 4 more people to get 1,000.
I don't know. It was 8 when I came online. I don't know how many.
He needs 1,000 and eat line. So you do a super chat.
Like I say, I'll be doing a live reaction after the game, and then I'll be doing my review video tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. With me ratings and stuff. But I just want to get everybody's feedback after the game tonight. I've never done a match reaction before, so it'll be a first one for me. So
I've got 10 people. I've got 10 people. That tweet I sent, 10. Hang on.
You know what's pissing me off here, John, right? Is I'm watching them lose the ball, right? And they just jump in the air as if to say, oh, damn it, you know, and it's like they're sulking when they lose the ball. And it's trying to win the sodden thing back. There's just no... The attitude is shocking.
Everyone's players tonight is absolutely shocking. You're right. I mean, there's no fight in there. There's no passion. We're in a relegation dogfight. And we need to see some fight. Or we haven't seen any fight.
Fulham will be loving this, you know. They'll be watching this thinking, you know what, lads, Scott Parker will be watching this and they're going to train tomorrow and say, lads, Newcastle United are the team that we need to target to avoid relegation, because I can guarantee you they will get hardly any more points this season. Because our attitude sodden stinks, our manager's inept, and the whole club is just poisoned.
Exactly. We are.
I don't mind us losing, John. I don't mind us losing, but I do mind it when they play like this.
Look at this. Should have been 3-0. Should have been 3-0. Should have been 3.
I don't like watching us going down without a fight. I don't mind if we're losing, we're fighting, and I showing a bit of spirit. But Jesus Christ, man.
We lost the ball. We lost the ball at the halfway line. The cross comes in. Where is Kraft? Where is he? Tog on the left-hand side. Mount out his feet on the left-hand side. Kraft should have been there. Should have been there. And what did he do? Mason had a shot. Crossed it just wide.
Maximan's had a shocking first half. He's given the ball away so many times.
Yeah, he was poor. And Jason said, "Oh, I can see soon. Release the bar, just shoot up the other end, and have an attempt on the goal. We are a joke. We are a disgrace." Steve Wilson said, "The players' apathy is a reflection of the manager have zero passion for their job, club, or their city." Well said, Steve. Bang on. Give Aiden an arm
You
back.
look, John, every time that camera pans to Bruce, he's standing with his hands in his pockets and he's not even shouting at the... He doesn't give a shit, man. He doesn't care at all.
That manager should be sacked.
Yeah,
that manager
100%.
is an
100%.
absolute disgrace. And I'm telling you this now, mate.
He just inspires nobody, John.
Nah, you're right. 100%. Well, so easy to play against as well. I'll be taking off Maxi, Shelby, and Gale off at half time. Back to normal tonight. Why do players on good jobs always scores against us? Because we defend as shite. That's why it is, Jay. That's why we shite. Seriously. I was just off my TV just watching you guys. And I've got Thomas here. Kraft needs to leave in the summer. He should have left in January for that Turkish club. And he said, "No, I'm not going anywhere. You can't match your wages or better my wages. I'm staying in Newcastle." Bloody greedy git. Then I've got David again. Bruce took us down, Paul.
I'll tell you what. We're all over this.
2-0.
Half time.
2-0.
I'll switch it off now if it's half time, and then as soon as I come back out, I'll put it back
Wow.
on.
I've got some messages
Jesus
as well.
fucking Christ. Oh, for God's sake, man. Seriously. Honestly, it's like Helga's House of Pain watching Newcastle. It really is.
You know what it is, Paul? I'm getting some tweets. Well, I sent that tweet about Werner scored a second goal. I had 4 people replying to us and say, "I'll bring Willock and Shelby or Shelby off for Carroll. Give them something different to think about. Terrible game again." Joanna, I may still think we could be a point above relegation zone by the weekend if Fulham win both of their games, Joanna. I totally agree with you there. Stuart Pennon from Dubai, he said, "Great point, John. Thanks so much indeed for that, Stu." And one more, Kia. "Careful. I made similar comment at Lascelles recently and was taken to task by his fan club. I'm sorry, mate. I said how like it is. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry. But if you don't like their opinions, don't go on Twitter. Simple as that." Got Thomas. "Jesus Christ, that was shambolic. Jason, seeing Paul in his dressing room, you feel when the players score in, he's going to go ballistic at them, and rightly so."
I wish they were coming in. I tell you, I'll have some words for them. Don't you worry about that.
I'll bang
Jesus
them
Christ, I'd slap a few around the back of the head and all.
I'm going to do my half-time as well. Wow. I tell you what it is, mate. I mean, that was shocking, mate.
Right, exactly. I wasn't, to be honest, John, I wasn't expecting that first half, if I'm honest. I wasn't expecting us to be as bad as that. Like, I was expecting us to give Chelsea a good game tonight. Just, you know, the way we've been playing, etc. But Jesus Christ.
I just got a tweet on Facebook from Steve from Swansea. Around just as on Swansea, he said, "Another poor display."
Poor display. Freaking hell. I'll tell you what, John, it's worse than poor. It's embarrassing again. And people saying on Twitter, like, they're too good for us. They're not that good, Chelsea. They're really not. We should be giving them a game.
Got some more messages on here. Paul, shall we just call you Gordon Ramsay a full time?
Yeah.
Staying on here and not watching the second half. And I've got Dave, so Paul, which ones would you swap? Maxi doesn't know in the balls, no man's land, sulking. I'll tell you, I'll be dropping him 0 the way things are in a minute.
He is sulking. That's the point I was making before, John. He was in the corner and he lost the ball and he just jumped in the air to twist on like a big kid, like somebody's just come and took the ball off him in the schoolyard. You know, fight your ass back to get the ball back.
Well said. Exactly. You got to fight for this team. You got to fight. If you lose the ball, you fight. There's no fighters in this team. They look weak, spineless, and they just don't care. They really don't. They must know now, Paul, they are in a relegation dogfight. And unless they know that, they need to be shaking a boot. It is not on. Not on, mate. And Chelsea, we were just technically giving Chelsea a good game, not just the good game you expected. I didn't think Chelsea, I agree with Chelsea on that great, but you're making them look great. Relegated this season, can't see it any other way. Was anyone expecting anything different? Definitely not, but you're not showing any fight at all whatsoever. Honestly, yes, the two final one team wants to stay up this weekend, out of us and Fulham, and it ain't us. Well said, Chapas, well said. Next season, it's in Championship, play the scum. And then good and the bad is gives the ball away, doesn't chase it. That's happened 3 or 4 times in that half. Boom.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
And if anyone wants to have a
can I just ask a question, John? Right, and I've took a lot of flack in the when I've said that I don't want Dwight Gale in the team. Right, what has he done in that first half?
You mean Gale?
Yeah, what's he brought? Absolutely nothing. All I've seen from Dwight Gale is him falling over 3 or 4 times. It must be windy at Stamford Bridge tonight because it's blown him over a few times. You know, I would have really gone with Fraser tonight on that right hand side. You know, Fraser will drive at the defenders because I believe Alonso on the left hand side he can be good at. He's not that great. He's great going forwards. Don't get us wrong, but he's not great defender.
Yeah,
and obviously they've got Rudiger at the back 4 as well. We just want somebody to drive. You know, Dwight Gale's trying to win free kicks all the time. You know, he feels a breath of wind and he goes down. It doesn't work, man.
Do you know what it is? I totally agree with you, mate. I totally agree with you. He's been quiet today. He's been poor today. Really poor. ASM, shocking. Yeah. Amiron, haven't heard from him. Hayden, haven't heard from him. Shelby, that free kick he had at the halfway line went to knee 1. That got us frustrated. I thought the back 4. Defense, absolutely shocking. Kraft, 0. Lewis, probably a 1. Our defense, Lascelles, 0.
To be honest, Lewis hasn't had a lot to do because most of the attacks, John, have been coming down the Kraft side because Chelsea will have worked out that is the way to get down, to get past Newcastle, is down that side, target Emil Kraft. He's a crap defender, and it's been proved right.
Boom, you're right. Totally, all the time. He's the weak link. He is the weak link. Kraft is a poor defender. And people now need to start saying how it like it is and admit this. Stop flipping and flopping all the time and just be honest. That Kraft is shite.
Yeah. The thing is, John, when that really pissed me off on Chelsea's second goal when I saw Jamal Lascelles there. That really did piss me off when they were walking back and he's just got his head down. You know, as a captain, you know, you're supposed to G your lads up, scream at them saying, come on, this isn't good enough. You know, let's get a bit of fight in this team here. And there's nothing, mate. There's nothing. He's walking with his head down. That is not a captain.
I agree.
It's shambolic, man. It's shambolic, the whole thing.
I totally agree. I mean, is he happy? I don't think he is. Does he want to be out of the club? I'm not so sure. But one thing I will say, when you're on that pitch, you give it everything. Yeah. Everything for the whole 90 minutes. I want to see
the whole thing stinks worse than Katie Price's knickers, I'm telling you. It's absolutely shocking.
Totally agree. I tell you what, even the under 15s will show more fight. Will show more fight than themselves today.
I'd rather shave my face with a rusty razor than watch this at the minute. It's bloody garbage, man.
He's got to change it up now, Bruce. He's got to change it up. Bring Carroll on. Give us something different. You know what I mean? Got some messages here, by the way. I read that back, Jay. Eric said, I don't like seeing that kind of reaction from players, Paul, especially when our backs are against the wall. You want them to get straight back and at them, not jumping around like a sport child, and he's acting like that. John said, ASM haven't done anything good in a while, has he?
Well, I've just seen something on... No, he hasn't, but I've just seen something on Twitter, John, saying somebody said, you know, shout me down if you like, but ASM's better from the bench. And, you know, on that first half display, you can't really argue with that. He's been poor. You know, if we're using somebody like ASM as an outlet, when we are defending like that against Chelsea and we are trying to get the ball back and go on the attack, we expect ASM to be able to hold the ball up, get a hold of the ball and run at the back four of Chelsea, not turn backwards and then try and, you know, flash the ball over the other side of the pitch to Dwight Gale. It's not working. No. And, you know, Bruce has to, this is where we will see how much of an impact Graham Jones has had at half-time, because things need to change. You know, things need to change, whether it's the formation or whether he needs to change individuals on that pitch. It needs to change, and something has to change fast, because if Chelsea get a third goal, it could end up 4 or 5 this.
I'll go further now. It could be 5 or 6 because they're going to target Kraft every single time. And I would not be surprised if Kraft came off half-time, because he is the weak link.
You think a manager, you think a manager, John, like Thomas Tuchel, isn't going to study every single opposition he plays and find weak links in this team? He will have known that Emil Kraft will probably have been a starter for Newcastle because of the right back situation, right? So he will have studied that, and he will know where our weak links are. And 1000%, Emil Kraft is the most weakest link in that back four, without a shadow of a doubt. Yes, Lewis to a degree is a bit dodgy still, but Emil Kraft is without a doubt the person they target, and it's working. It's working an absolute treat for them.
Exactly, every single time. And yet, all these people say, the Swedish Cafu, I hear people saying, yeah, they're starting to think now. They started to open their eyes now to say how shite this player is. Excuse me, French. Chipper said, I'm glad fans aren't allowed in the stadium. 3,000 don't deserve this shite show, and we have to have a trip down to London just for that performance. He's right. He's making good points tonight, hasn't he, Chippers? The defense for Werner's scores were woeful. I would drop Darlow, so he'll be dropped next game.
I mean, you know, nobody's mentioned Darlow here, John. I think you know, we have to look at that. The first goal, that ball comes across, and Darlow sort of just pushes it straight out to Giroud. Now, would Dubravka have held on to that ball, do you think? I'm not so sure.
Probably not.
He just doesn't command his area like Dubravka does. You know, we've said this for weeks now. You know, Darlow doesn't come out and command his area like somebody like Dubravka does. And the one thing about Dubravka is he's vocal and he will shout at people. But Darlow doesn't. There's no communication in that back four and the goalkeeper. Absolutely none.
That is absolutely criminal. That's that. You have to have communication. You have to have You have to have an understanding. And listen, he just said a level. There's not there.
Yep.
Not there at all. I've got just there. I think Katie Price Nickers would score more. Bang on money. Said a million times, Newcastle are the worst footballing side in the league. Watch Sheffield United before they even try to play football. Yep.
Do you know what? It's really hard to disagree with that, because at least Sheffield United try, you know. And when we go a goal down, it's just like heads drop. It's just like, well, come on, let's just try and keep the score down. It's not like, how lads, let's get back in this game, even at 2-0 down. You know, you just don't know. There's Leeds United, a perfect example last night, right? 4-0 down, but did they drop the heads and give up? No, they bloody didn't.
No,
they kept going, and they scored 2 goals. And to be fair, could have scored a couple more.
Exactly. And I'll tell you what,
we haven't got that kind of mentality, John.
You know what it is? We haven't got. One thing you cannot teach is fight. Yeah, they got to do it for their own. Yeah, and they have not shown us any fight at all whatsoever. No. Let me tell you something, right? I mean, we are a relegated team. If that's how we're going to play, we're going to be relegated. You know what I mean? The best thing to do now, we lose a Man U on Sunday, he has to go. If we're a point behind, if Fulham get those 2 wins, which is quite possible they're going to do, and we lose the next 2, we're done.
It's like somebody needs to come in and give a breath of fresh air into this dressing room, because, you know, there's just no faith in Steve Bruce at all. None. There's just none. And it's getting to the point now, John, where it's embarrassing, man.
You know what it is, right? Can I just send something to people in Australia, America, or any of the Far Eastern countries, sort of watching this game late in the mornings? I suggest you go to bed or go to work or go shopping and that, because this game is not going to be for you. So get yourself to bed, have an early night, and don't get stressed over this game. Am I right, Paul?
I'd rather go in the garden and collect the dog shit up, John.
Yeah.
Honestly,
well, if I lived abroad, I'm not watching this. Nah.
Oh, God, don't bring Joe Linton on, please. Jesus Christ. That'll just top the night off.
I've always had the feeling that all the teams start with 6 points and we started on 0 as we don't put in the effort and just let teams come at us without reply. And David said, bring Joe Linton on. No, please no.
Listen, David, I know you're a massive fan of Joe Linton and you've got his shirt and all that, but please, you know, the night is bad enough as it is. Never mind out else. Honestly.
I'm just going to tweet out now.
I'd rather wipe my ass with sandpaper.
Yeah. From abroad. Australia.
Has the second half kicked off yet, John?
Not yet, no.
No.
They're just showing that Lascelles tackle.
Oh, that's what they're showing on mine, I know. Hey, I wonder if I've actually caught up with you here. No doubt. I mean, I'm not listening to it, but no doubt Jamie Carragher's saying it's a penalty. I mean, to be fair, I've seen them given before, John. I've seen them given, but, you know, he did win the ball.
I've seen it given before. Lots of them.
But how did he get in so easy, man? Just a simple ball over the top. Tell you what, when you slow it down, when you really slow it down, you know, you could see it both ways.
I'm not being close. He hadn't made no subs yet, though. No subs are. I just tweeted out, anyone's watching Watchalong from abroad, in the States, Australia, New Zealand, any other worldwide countries, please go to bed or just go to work. Slash it will give you a heart attack. No, honestly, you know what it is, right? They're going to play the same again, Chelsea. I'll tell you something now. It's going to get worse. Joe Linton, yeah. Lowe's, this is warming up with Carroll. Joe Linton.
Oh, here's come Steve Bruce walking out the tunnel. And he's got a bottle of water in one hand and his hand in his other pocket.
I would have just chucked over this flaming heat.
Can't stand him. Can't stand him.
I wonder what Shite Bruce will come with after the game. Jason says a lot.
Yeah, I'll tell you what he'll say, John. Well, you know, we rolled our sleeve, we give it our best effort, and then he'll go. I
would have just told him to F off. I'll tell you what, I never want this manager to come to my club. Not a chance. The reason I got him, like I said many a time, is to shut our fans up. That's all it is. There's a lot when Joe Linton's agent, me, doesn't want him coming on. We are so easy to play against worrying times. What's the score? I'll close the door now. Welcome to me chat 2-0. It's a bottle of gin. She must be a Chelsea fan. Would you take Roy Hodgson?
Not in a million years.
Not in a million years.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Oh, yeah. I don't want why. Why are the Wolves? No chance. I think he'll retire at the end of the season, to be honest, John.
I think
Roy Hodgson, I think he's been very coy about signing a new contract. Every time he's asked, he's like, all he's saying is, well, we'll see after this season kind of thing. And I have a feeling he's
done.
He's decided to go. I've got a free kick 20 yards out, 25 yards out.
And guess who's going to take it? John Joe Shelby.
Oh,
over the bar.
Over the bar.
I'm targeting to keep us saved it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it's good save, mind. Eric, when Bruce goes, I hope he takes Shelby with him. One of the most consistent bad players he has seen. Do you know what, bro? Do you know what? I've always said that. He should have gone a couple of years ago. He's done.
Yeah. For me, I think when John Joe Shelby retires, right, I think he'll look back at his career and think, you know what, I could have done so much more. I'm a better footballer than this. You know, I'm a better footballer than what I've actually done. I mean, he should have been, you know, the talent that the guy's got. You know, he's got undoubted talent there, but he's just happy to plod along and get his wages, isn't he?
Doesn't show enough for me.
No.
Now I've got some more to say. Erica read that. If he had Roy after Booze, you may as well cause Jurassic Park FC.
He's right, yeah.
And then Scott Parker would rub his hands to you.
Joe Linton could play up front with a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Look at that. Burners on the bar again, facing crowd. Oh my God, he just shoves him out the way.
I can tell you're a very big fan of Emil Kraft, John.
I love that. Hecky B. You know what I'm on about, don't you? Hecky B.
Yeah.
Hecky B.
Oh, Shelby, for God's sake, man.
My Ben. I don't think Rafa. I think if Rafa stayed, Shelby would have left.
He would have. Well, he would have sold him, wouldn't he? Because he was well out of favour with Rafa.
One he just. I know fans have saved Bruce's job. And Thomas, he's been quiet tonight, hasn't he? Some of the players don't care about the football, the city or the club. They just care about the wages.
Mm-hmm.
He's right.
Totally right.
We are so absolutely shite. Look at the midfield. We're allowing Chelsea to pass.
How was that? Can I ask something there? How was that not a free kick? Kraft just like
shit, man.
Werner's not very happy about that, is he?
Definitely not.
Oh my God.
As for Greta, he's one of the centre backs who's down forward for this free kick. Not on a free kick. Well, so easy to play. I mean, Everton, I'll tell you what, if you was an Everton fan, right, you'd be absolutely peed off the way they got beat off us. They would have been absolutely peed off about it, you know? Because they don't make Champions League, they'd be looking for that result as well.
And the result last night against Fulham.
You know what it is, right? With Fulham, at least they play football. At least they're having a go. Like us, we don't give it that. We don't.
We're just second to every ball. You know, when there's like a loose ball, we're just nowhere near getting to that ball first before any. You know, there's always a blue shirt there before us. Jesus,
no time. And you know what? If Jagiel gets a new contract after this, I'm sorry, I'll go absolutely mental. I'm telling you. Bruce is giving instructions.
There's no reason to keep Dwight Gale, John. There's absolutely no reason. He's done. He's a championship player.
Totally agree.
Then again, we might end up in the championship. So
let's put it this way: we're not going to get a takeover. We get relegated, pal. We're not going to get a takeover. We won't. And Gale looks so poor too. What has he done? I'm dropping. I tell you what, there's going to be a few players going to be dropping a 0 on me player ratings. I'm telling you. I don't feel jealous at all whatsoever. You know.
What's Ryan Fraser done wrong to be left out though?
I just don't get it. I don't get it at all.
You know, he complains all the time, saying, "Oh, well, you know, I've never had a chance to play Ryan Fraser and ASM together."
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you have, mate. Do you know what I mean?
He's just lying through his teeth. He's just trying to con the fans, and that's exactly what he's doing. Drive Girls spelled on the right-hand side. You picked it up earlier on in the game, and he's spelled on the right-hand side. Why?
Bloody shambolic. It's absolutely shambolic. There isn't one Newcastle player that stood out tonight that's played well.
Not at all. Not at all.
One.
Not one. Not one.
You know, so sometimes you can say, well, you know, Hayden's played all right, or someone else has played okay, but there isn't one player on that pitch who has performed tonight at all.
Oh, just had a chance there. Willock. Cross came in. Willock just miscontrolled it. Went past the post. It's just no fight in this team. ASM. Ashley put a cross in. Low cross, and it's a terrible effort for Willock. It's a weak effort. Fierce's best game, black and white shirt, then got dropped for Eric. After that, I would just say, you know what, son? You're benched. Effie Perez Puana needs to be right, Jay. We're not pressing these lot at all. We're not. Just got a tweet off MUFC 360. Well, got one. Do these lads know when in an absolute dogfight, Team Saloters are showing fighting desire? That first half was a walkover for Chelsea. And then people say we're not allowed to be negative. We're not allowed to be negative at all, you know.
I don't give a shit about the people that say we're not supposed to be negative anymore, John. The people that say that can, you know, they've got blinkers on. You know what I mean? If people say we've got nothing to be negative about, then I'm sorry, they're not true supporters, because we have had something to be negative around for 14 years under Mike Ashley.
Totally agree. Totally agree. You know what I mean?
It's just crap, man.
I'm saying that should have been free. I mean, that's another save from Darlow. Do you know what it is? I'm not being funny, but I'll look. Yeah, just got and the thing is, so I'm not being funny. We got Man U on Sunday, right? And Claire Williams, right? She's going to be licking her lips.
I think every Man United fan will be. Pass the ball, Maxi, man. Pass it.
Thomas just said, list your players that you want to sell in the summer. I'll sell bloody 85% of them, mate. Let's be honest about it. Ericsson, Maxi needs to realise you can pass the ball in the game. You're not a one-man army. Dodge just made a save near post again.
Jesus Christ.
Look at that. Which are so slow in the flipping build-up, man.
See, I've just watched that one with Darlow and Hudson-Odoi, right? It went for a corner. Why isn't Darlow catching it, like getting out and holding on to that?
There he goes. There's Steve Bruce just saying no. Little point and says nout. Just think of the boost. Come Chelsea, good team. Same word. Chip has showed too much respect for these lots. Simple as. Have we even had a shot on target? No, we haven't. What gets to me with Darlow is that he punches more than he attempts to catch.
Well, we know that, don't we? We've been saying that about Darlow for many moons now, that's the type of player he is.
I know. Look at that. Shelby again. Nothing there. Tricky Trev said, if we go down, it's a massive rebuilding job. Can't be under boost, surely. I'll tell you what, though, if they don't sack him, we get relegated. They'd be right.
Look at Bruce, man. He hasn't got a fucking clue.
Look at that.
Tell you what, right?
Yeah.
You look at Steve Bruce, and it's just this constantly. I'd rather look at a duck.
You know what it is, Paul? Real talk. They're not playing for Bruce at all whatsoever. They're not. Surely now they've got cameras on him. Match stats. Second half, Newcastle 4 shots, 2 shots on target. They had 2 shots on target. That free kick from Shelby.
Yeah, we had one in the first half, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I've seen more advanced free kicks routines at an under 10 match. Joke. I'm just absolutely seething. Do you know what it is though, Paul? I just gone past Kevin. Do you know what I mean? Past Kevin.
I know it's hard. I know, but at the same time, John, you know, this is our club that's fallen, that's just disappearing. I mean, it's just collapsing in front of our eyes. You know what I mean? Just falling away into just oblivion. Because if we go down, we ain't coming straight back. I'm telling you that for a start. No way.
Oh, here we go.
Not under this sudden cabbage.
Should have been 3-0. Kovacic.
It's 3-0.
Should have been.
Oh, flipping hell.
Paul, is that a game, mate? What did you say, Paul? I was just watching that. What did you say?
No, I'm just saying that, like, I'm just looking at their match stats there, and like you're saying, no, Chelsea second half haven't had any shots. So you know what Steve Bruce is going to come out with and say, well, you know, we picked up in the second half. We had a few chances. We've been shit.
We have. He's trying to put a ball. Oh, come on, go for the ball, Lewis, man. The ball came in. He could have gone for that bar, and he just came for it. He just stopped. Jesus Christ, man. You can't go for the balls, you know. And he just stood there.
I'll tell you what, Kovacic should have scored there, John. That was a chance.
Give it another minute. Look at Jamal Lewis very, very carefully, right? He went for the bar and he just stopped. There we go again. Werner again. Cleared away from Lewis and it gives it straight to Alonso. Nothing doing. Bruce knows he's a beaten man, but he's too stuck up on his own arse to admit it and give it in. Q, 75
what
minutes.
The hell? Why didn't Lewis make a challenge on a die there? He just stopped running.
Exactly me point. Exactly me point.
Hey, God Almighty. God Almighty.
You know what it is, Paul? I'm just absolutely foaming. The players did not want to do it for Boost. We can see that. I tell you what, you look at defenders like Norman Hunter. Right? Norman Hunter would have gone for that.
Yeah.
Bernardo would have gone for that. Beresford would have gone for that.
Werner's having a field day on that left-hand side, isn't he?
Man on a match. Man on a match. But let me tell you something, right? I mean, this is the thing. We are a relegation
What
team.
was that clearance from Lewis and all, by the way? Straight back to Alonso to have a shot. My God.
People say we're not in trouble, but where is the goals going to come from? Fulham have a goal scorer. Yes, they have. Chip has. Lewis is shite. Well, he is today. Everything's like an ASM. Sorry, like, he can't do it all by himself, but he's getting no help whatsoever. Tricky Trevor, I like you, mate, but I'm going to have to disagree with you. Look at the first half performance, right? When he lost the ball, giving the ball away, and he acted like a blooming sulky get. Sorry.
Yeah, the problem is, John, he's trying to do too much. You know, earlier on in this second half, he had 2 Newcastle players right alongside him, and he tries to beat 3 Chelsea players. That's where he's got to be more aware of the situation around him, and you know, just give it. He doesn't have to be worldy passes or worldy dribbles every time he gets the ball. Just play the simple things sometimes.
Works the team. I agree. He can't do it all by himself. I know that.
I mean, I agree with Trev in one way, because it must be frustrating for somebody like ASM, who is clearly a very, very good footballer, and he's surrounded by muppets. He's got Almiron up there, who, fair enough, he hasn't been in the game very much tonight either.
No.
But who else has he got around him to say, we can play to your level? He hasn't got anybody.
Exactly. Jesse's coming on, Paul. Joe Linton's coming on soon.
No, he's not, John. No.
Top off.
Who's he going to? It must be Dwight Gill he's bringing off. This is just depressing. Thomas is right there. It's embarrassing that Barnsley have put up a better fight than what we have. Barnsley.
I'll post that on the tweet as well because he's bang on Monday. I was going to do that as well. Chelsea's coming forward again. Poor defending again. I tell you what, Alonso's played well today, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's been playing well today.
He's brilliant going forward. He's a fantastic wing back for me. I don't think he's a fully fledged left back. I think he's much better at left wing back.
Exactly.
Because he's so good going forward.
He certainly is.
Is Joe Linton on yet?
Not yet, no. See, the better pair of fullbacks on Callum Minogue that we have. I'm not being funny, right? But I'm not being funny. Dygel's coming off, and guess who's coming on?
Joe Linton.
Thank you. ASM should be on Lonzo here. Rip him up every single time. Jesus Christ! Here comes the Brazilian sloth.
Oh God almighty, Brazilian sloth. I
wonder what Twitter's going to make of that. Why did you not put Flipping Andy Cowell? I don't know what's embarrassing Barnsley, but like pans. We haven't mentioned Willer, can we, really?
No.
Remember the friendly against the Borough? I was absolutely livid after and the Stoke game. Jesus Christ, not Jordan. Chelsea's come forward again. Also, Dyer's on right hand side, dribbling. Oh, that could have gone anywhere. Has been cleared out from the corner.
See, what gets me is like Joe Linton is such a big unit, but my God, he falls over so much. You know what I mean? He just.
That girl's poor and neat, mind. I'm not gonna lie, Paul. I got two off.
He was hardly in the game.
Dwight Gale replacing Callum Wilson, irreplaceable, hasn't worked. Chelsea's got a corner. That's going to get hoofed away. Trying to break away. Chelsea is so quick.
Why has he not brought Fraser on for Gale instead of Joe Linton?
Because Steve Bruce does not rate him. That's the impression I'm getting now. At least the latter is so much more dynamic off the right compared to the former, who has just looked like a striker, out of position, chucked on the wing. It was the right call to make, but needs to rethink. Dwight Gale is not a winger. Not a winger. I'm just absolutely seething, man. I was really looking forward to this game.
Yes, so was I. I thought we'd get something. I genuinely thought we'd get something today. It's just like, honestly.
What an absolute joke. I mean, This is the thing. We got Man U on Sunday, right? And I would not be surprised if they score 5 or 6 past us. Fears to be on the 93rd minute for 20 seconds to defend the corner. You know what it is, Jason? If it gets I'll tell him to F off. It's a slap in the face.
See, somebody's just tweeted out here, right? We've been better second half. I mean...
Really?
We haven't threatened the Chelsea goal at all. So how have we been better?
Playing 67 minutes gone.
I'm at 67:15.
Yeah. This is a good one, Paul. Eric Bryson, Britney Spears has more control than Joe Linton.
Good one, Eric. He's right, though.
I know. Oh, I didn't read this bit. Just if no Golan's come on, may as well just take Gale off. He's got it 100% right. Can we just forfeit?
Well, 4 foot would be a good idea. Just call it now. Save us the pain.
They're just playing like pansies, mate. They're playing like flipping pansies. A lot of them, honestly. Their ratings are going to be brutal. And Summers can do a better job than fullbacks than us.
I tell you something, right? There isn't one single Newcastle player on that pitch who should score over 5.
Cobham's going to be a 0, bro. I'm telling you, Cobham's going to be a 0 because I'll tell you something, right? I mean, if I give them a 0, right, they can't play the next game. I'm telling you. Sorry, but that should have been 3, but Darling made an easy save. Alonso. We're so easy to play against, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not being funny. We don't deserve to be in the Premier League. We don't.
I tend to agree with you, buddy.
We don't deserve to be in the Prem because we're just an embarrassment. Just an embarrassment. That should have been 3-0 there. The ball's played across the goal. There's no takers. And Shelby hoofs it down the field to absolutely... Oh, wow. Sharky just tweeted, Jolin's on, game over, down to 10 men.
Has he actually touched the ball yet?
Nah, not at all. John, have you put Bus on Spats on your Twitter? Not yet. I will be. And I know I keep saying that I will be. Constant going backwards again. N'Golo Kante is on. And Mason Mount's come off.
He hasn't actually done much in the game, Mason Mount, has he? I like Mason Mount. He's a good player.
Oh, he is. He's been decent this season. Quality. Can't go backwards again. Go back to my last point. Wilson struggles up top under Blue style player and gets frustrated, but doesn't get this kind of stick. Lascelles doesn't want the bar. He's hiding nearly the day. I revert to my comment at the start. Whenever we have one good game, it is always followed by runner shite performances. We are open to prostitutes legs, man. And Steve Wilson said we are abysmal.
Going back to what Trev said there about, Joe Linton doesn't get this kind of stick, right? Callum Wilson is an out-and-out striker, all right? Joe Linton has played in many positions to try and see if there's a footballer in there. There isn't. There just is not a footballer. You cannot say, Joe Linton doesn't make the same kind of runs as Callum Wilson. Joe Linton isn't as strong as Callum Wilson. Joe Linton isn't as good on the ball as Callum Wilson. He's not a good footballer, and it doesn't matter how much we paid for him anymore. He's not good enough for the Premier League. He just isn't.
You got it. You got it.
Who's Ryan Fraser coming on for? I've just seen Ryan Fraser getting ready to come on, so...
After 72 minutes. Bit late. You should have done it in the second half.
Who's coming off though?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's ASM. I think they're going to VAR this as well because it seems to me that Burner went over. But no,
I've just seen that with Lascelles.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Max is off.
He's took Maxi off?
Yeah.
Hey, this man is a tit. You know, he complains all the time, right? He complains all the time that he can't play Maxi and Fraser together. And now he puts, oh my God. I'm sorry, like, but that's just taking the piss, John. It's taking the piss.
Don't apologise, mate. You're right. You're right. I've got one here. Let's have a look at this one. Call it now. Got Jay, Man U and Wolves next. Can't see many goals. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Steve says Joe Linton will not get into my over 40 pub side. He does have the pace, skill, attitude, technique, all the brains as well. I got Chip has said, well, I don't boost play him as a striker where he isn't, and even said he isn't pathetic. Wow. ASM took Maxi off, but complaining they can't play together. Is he doing this on purpose? I hope he gets sacked. Porter's laughing. Aston Fully's laughing with rage. Am I right?
Yeah.
Who's yet again proving he talks bullshit. This is it. We're just a poor football team. I'm not being funny, right? But to me, I could quite easily say this is the worst Newcastle team I've seen.
You'll not be far wrong, mate, to be fair.
Be far away. But I'll tell you something as well, Paul. I'm not being funny. We're in 17th place. Okay. Kevin Keegan, Sir Bobby Robson, Rafa Benitez, if he was back properly, would not take this team 17th. He wouldn't, would he?
Definitely 100% agree, mate.
And it's getting flipping worse.
Oh, I mean, so many. I'm just reading so many fans on Twitter now, John, just fed up.
No?
Just absolutely fed up.
Luke Edwards has just tweeted out, right, about nearly an hour ago. If you had the option to defeat no defeat half time, just go home because you can't really be asked. Do you reckon Newcastle would have taken it?
Yep.
Definitely.
I can't read any of Luke Edwards' tweets anyway, mate, because he's blocked me.
He blocked us, didn't he? Oh yeah, he said it, yeah. Look at Jay Welsh, he said, watch 15 minutes of the second half, so poor, going back constantly to Darlow. Then Darlow hoofs it back to Chelsea.
Right. I've just seen Fraser put in a lovely cross, and Willock's got a brilliant header on it.
Yeah.
Why isn't our centre forward there?
Because he doesn't give a flying toss about Newcastle. Keeper support, keeper, long confidence, tells you everything when you can start against Newcastle and have a comfortable night.
Yep.
And as well, chasing goals, yeah, Boost takes away ASM is apparently our only creative threat.
That's the thing, you know what I mean? You basically 2-0 down and you take off our best player. I mean, I know he hasn't been outstanding tonight, but he is our best player. Yet you bring him off. It beggars friggin' belief, man.
It's just getting worse and worse and worse. I tell you what, though, I'm not being far off. We deserve to get relegated. We don't deserve Premier League football. We don't. I've seen Joe Lynn FaceTime his girlfriend. Looks like it, doesn't it? And Cassie has to get rid of Boost. I look at the whole game, right? We're not even forced Kepa into a smart safe. Oh, just one. That's Shelby's free kick. That was it.
Yeah.
I'm just so.
There's no way back for us here. There's just there's no way we're getting anything out of this game, John.
Nope. And the cells is down anyway. The cells is down there.
Down injured, is he?
Down injured, aye. Got these tweets in a minute. Andy Carroll's coming on as well.
This is just so Bruce Ball, isn't it? Let's just wait the last 15 minutes. Just hoy Andy on and let's just lump the ball up the pitch.
All the time.
Bollocks, man. It is.
Tell you what, the press conference is going to be lushed. It's going to be absolutely lit. Absolutely lit after the game.
I don't care what he says anymore. I just do not care what that man says.
I've got to do my press conference reaction anyway. I'll do that tomorrow. I can't be bothered to eat like. Carroll's coming on. I can see Manu tanking us. Lascelles looks so lost. Doesn't want the bar. Doesn't look happy. Well, don't play him then. Drop him. Drop him. What's it on about John Linton, mate?
Fair enough.
Oh, what? Oh, going the wrong way and saved his legs there. Should have been 3-0.
Who's Carroll come on for?
Lascelles.
Lascelles?
Aye, he's off injured, isn't he? Oh, what was Darlow doing? He's going one way and they have to readjust themselves and saved his legs.
So has Hayden gone back into the back four then?
It looks like it. Tell a lot for Joe Willock.
Oh, Joe Willock. Why is he bringing Willock off?
I don't know.
Why is he bringing all our like goal scoring opportunities? Like, oh no.
This is what happens when you have a careless owner who should have sat Bruce during that 11-game winless run. He should have got sacked after Liverpool last season. I've always said that.
Yeah.
Always said that. Rest in peace, our club. It just goes to show the club's the shambles to top of the finish, top the bottom, you know.
So has Willock definitely come off then?
It's definitely come off for Carroll. We're making no effort at all. That's Kraft again. That ball's been out. He's kept it in. Carroll in the midfield. Paul, are you going to do it live full time? Yes, he is. He didn't.
Yeah, it'll be. It's 10 o'clock on my channel, Eric.
Got another 20 minutes to go to get yourself lined up. And just he doesn't know that Paul Dummett is a defender and is on the bench, doesn't he? Get the cells off.
He can't now. He's made all his changes, hasn't he?
Exactly.
I'm just watching your mate Emil Kraft going on a mazy run down the right-hand side, John.
Yeah. You just get...
Steve, I wouldn't pay any attention to the bullshit about the takeover on Twitter. There's just so many people wanting to have their say, and it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. The thing about it is, I think I just wish everybody would just shush about the takeover, and if it gets done, it gets done, and then as soon as it's done, announce it. You know, rather than all these stupid bloody, honestly, fantasists on Twitter do my head in, man.
I don't know if you listened to Samantha the dear, me and Samantha.
Mm-hmm.
She was absolutely amazing.
She knows her stuff, Samantha. She's, I think she's coming on with me next week. Next Thursday, I think she's coming on with me.
Nice one.
But she really knows her stuff. She's a good lass.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I think we just had a chance as well, mind.
Who, Chelsea?
Maybe I'm on bars on over.
Oh.
Some sort of night, doesn't it? It's some sort of night.
Yeah, 100%.
Some sort. Then I've got Jay said Fulham play Burnley, then Sheffield United next. I will not be surprised to beat them both. Crap. Joe Linton and John best friends. No, he's not. Back in the side against United. And
great. Cheers, Jason. Let's just fill us with happiness.
Yeah. And spot on, Paul. They seem to think Ash's turn up with his get his briefcase with 300 million in it. It's got to be June. Please, could you please subscribe to my channel and Paul's channel as well? And could you please stick a like on the video as well? Paul, she's great. She'd be a good addition as a regular to your channel site. She's amazing.
Yeah, she is. I like the way she's got a good head on her shoulders, John. She knows her football.
Totally.
You know, and just when she was talking to you earlier on, it's and obviously she goes on the NFC Matters thing, and she's really good. She's and the thing is that those lasses on there, like Kendall and Sav and Sam, have took so much abuse online, saying, because the lasses, they don't know nothing about football. It's absolutely rubbish.
Huh? They know their stuff.
Of course they do. Why? Just because they're female, it means they don't know nothing about football. Well, I'm sorry. Doesn't work like that. They do. You know what I mean?
It works a treat. It works a treat when they come on the chat.
I had Sav on with me a couple of weeks ago, and she was brilliant.
I'd love to get Sav on.
She just got a puppy the night she came on with me, so she was quite. She could only come on for an hour because she literally just got a puppy that day. So it was. She was having sort of one eye on the puppy and one eye on the camera.
It's fair enough. I mean, at the end of the day, she's got to do her thing, hasn't she? But she's very good. She's very good. They're all good anyway, but I
mean, it's Holly as well. Holly's great as well.
She is. I think she's quite busy for the next few days, I think. But Holly's brilliant.
Certainly is. What's on your clock?
My clock says 85 minutes.
Oh, Jesus, 5 more minutes plus injury time of this agony.
Do you know what it is? About injury time, just let it go. And I've got chip hacks as well. If I just get more. How can people think we're still performances like this? You're right. Spot on, Paul. They seem to think Ashley's turned up in the briefcase. I just said that, didn't I? Paul, she's great. She'll be additions to the show. She's be amazing. And I've got chip ass again. 10 p.m. John and Joe ASMR.
Oh, John, honestly, mate.
I'm only gonna be on the channel for mates because don't think I've got to be up at 5. So
you've got to be up at 5.
Yeah. I mean, I'll stay up for it though. I'll stay up for it, man.
Hey, watch it on the rerun, mate. You know what I mean? It's fine if you got to go for work.
If you're on live, then I may as well just
jump into bed, put your phone on, and watch it, John. Watch the reaction.
Yeah, I will. Got another 15 minutes to go. My clock says time to jam is always a clock. Do you blame the Cockney Mafia? You know what it is, mate? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not being funny, but you're in the club. You get some.
I think even the fact that he hired Lee Charnley, you know, to run the club. I mean, Christ Almighty, you couldn't get anybody bloody worse. You know, at least get somebody in with a bit of football nous and a bit of ambition for the club. You know, a bit of forward thinking. Just, but the problem is, John, we all know that he, you know, the team he's got behind him, they're all yes men. So Ashley says jump, and they all say, well, how high, Mike? You know, it's like pathetic,
shocking. I mean, of the club, it's a shambles from top to bottom, mate. It really is. Got a throw in, looks like we're on the corner.
Who, Chelsea have?
No, we have. Bruce was here, Real good, and Chelsea top team. Same old excuse.
Yeah, will be.
And
as Sharky likes to put it, it'll just be copy and paste, John. Same old, same old.
Totally agree. You're right. And close door now, I don't know what your first name is. Was Pardew part of the Cockney Mafia?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go along with that.
But, you know, I've said this for a long time now that I think Pardew, he did a decent job, Alan Pardew, you know, until, like, you know, the months leading up to his sacking, yes. But, you know, I thought he did a decent job. We played European football under him. You know, we just...
I know. But Steve Bruce ain't a Cockney.
No, he's not a Cockney, but it's the Cockney Mafia is the owners of the club. That's who we talk about. When we say Cockney Mafia, we don't talk about managers as such. Alan Pardew was a Cockney. He's from Crystal Palace.
But the club is just ran. It's a complete and utter shambles. It really is a shambles at a club. And that's what Ashley wants. He wants to gamble. He wants to gamble. Yeah. So he's happy finishing 17th place every season. Oh, I understand now. Got that.
We're just a laughing stock at the minute. That's all we are. Just a laughing stock.
Yeah.
Banter club.
In the second half, if he says that, I'll throw the TV. I'll throw my laptop into the TV. So he got me, but just take those last few letters out. Then you have Steve Bruce.
Yeah. 100%, Jason.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Right, closing down. Honestly.
Yeah. Let's see. Put us out in mystery. That's all we got to see at the club. Put us out in mystery.
It's farcical, man. Just farcical.
You know what it is? I don't even know my man of the matches. I don't know anyone's the man of the match today.
No, we haven't got a man of the match. Absolutely no chance. Not one player has stood out for us tonight. Not one.
Not one. And what's up, guys? Have I missed anything? Not at all.
No.
Not at all. Not at all. Which you know, doing it in a minute. Not we had a one shot on target the whole of the game. 2 shots to the whole of the game. Chelsea's just going forward. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes out of on time. Mr. Lucky, I said just get to bed, mate. Just go to bed. You know what I mean? And I got everything gone stale. Fulham would be rubbing their hands. Of course they would. They would, Jay. They would. Steve, Bernard, man of the match. And yes, he's man of the match according to Sky, mate.
Say Andy Carroll loses the ball there and he just stops and just shouts at the referee. Why isn't he trying to win the ball back? Pathetic.
Don't get it. Joe Litton can't finish his breakfast, dinner, and his tea, and his bustle and sprouts.
Has he touched the ball? I've never.
Not at all.
Oh, hang on. He's on the ball now in the left back position. And he's lost it, funny enough. He's lost it to Reece James.
Unbelievable. I'm not being funny. I do not want to see that player ever play for us again. He's awful.
He will, though, John, as long as Bruce is in charge.
That's the thing. You know, he's like playing with 10 men. if in a relegation dogfight, he cannot play in this game. He cannot. Because you get relegated. We get relegated.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know what to say, man.
There isn't anything you can say, John. It's just dog shite.
I did say 2-0 from the start, didn't I? I got my predictions right.
You did indeed.
Look at it.
Andy Carroll offside from a goal kick, man. Flipping hell.
How have we had one shot on target? Just the one, yeah. 7 points off the bottom three now. Lost to Man U and Wolves and Fulham. And Fulham win the next 2 games as cut to a single point when Bruce's eyes was then in a relegation dogfight.
Do Fulham still have a game in hand on us, don't they?
Nah.
They don't.
And Bruce right hand men, Lascelles, Shelby, Carroll, or Paul. I don't want to see ever play for my team again. None of them. Not a dog fight with us. We're like puppies just all over.
Yeah. Jesus. We're all over the place, man. Absolutely all over the place.
I'll tell you what, the Chelsea fan I'll speak to, 2 of them, they're going to be rubbing their hands in me. I would love Europa League, but already now that won't happen. Thomas,
it's going to be a long time, mate. You're going to have a long wait.
Game over. Chelsea 2, Newcastle 0.
It's finished. Well, there you go. Absolute.
We're the most watched team. But with Palace shite. This is it. You got Jordan and Carroll just went for the same header. Where's the bloody communication? There's none.
Yeah. No.
We faced Fulham in the final game of the season. With the final game decides whether stay up, whether go down, stay up.
Do you know what? Sharky was laughing about that the other day, John, and you know that the fact of the matter is, it may well come down to that. The way this season's going, you could just see that actually happening.
Yeah. I think Fulham will do it. I think Fulham will do it. Yeah, Fulham have a game in hand. That's against Burnley on Wednesday. Full time, absolutely shambolic. Dude, what's that? 5 to 10. You know, sorry about that, man. I mean, again, we're not beat Man U.
No. Well, I'll be there for the watch along again, matey.
Eh?
I'll be there for the watch along. Well, I'm going to shoot off now so I can get everything ready. So,
you get yourself
everybody
going,
watching, just hop onto my channel and watch the live reaction at 10 o'clock. John, you'll be on the Four Horsemen at 8 o'clock tomorrow night as well.
I am indeed.
Right. So see you there, my friend.
You too, man. I'll speak to you
care.
tomorrow. You too. Thanks for having us on. See you later. Wow. There you go. Finishes Chelsea 2, Newcastle 0. Another shambolic, pathetic performance tonight. We conceded 2 poor goals. Emma Kraft was to blame for the first goal. Allowed Werner to get a cross in. Dollar pushed it out to Giroud and makes it 1-0. We are an absolute joke. And then the second goal was just as bad. Seriously. Werner's shot. Dollar tried to keep it out. Couldn't keep it out from a corner. And it was 2-0. It should have been a lot more goals. But Newcastle, 25 points. Fulham, 18 points. They got game in hand. They got a better goal scoring record as well. And we are the worst watched team in the Premier League. Official. Let's be real about this. We are absolutely shambolic. And Steve Bruce is going to have to go. He needs to be sacked because I just do not trust him to keep us up. Again, where's the fight? Where's the desire? Where's the passion? I've not seen it. I mean, ASM today was absolutely poor idea. Try to do too much. I get that. But when he needs support, he needs to cheer us back. And he hasn't cheered us back. Right? I thought he was poor today. Jamal Lascelles, absolutely shambolic. What's the reaction for the second goal? Right? His heat went down. Right? Went down. Never due to play us up. We are an absolute disgrace, man. And that's your captain to do that. Ain't on. Not on at all. Shelby is poor. Lewis is poor. Kraft's the worst player on the pitch tonight. Like, Kieran Clark, Wow. Again, I thought the whole back four were poor and neat. Like, I'm not going to lie. The whole back four was poor. Darlow was a bit dodgy as well again. I thought the midfield, non-existent. ASM, poor. Miggy should have scored that goal late in the second half. Dwight Gill, why is he playing on the right-hand side or in the centre forward? I just don't get it. Why? I just don't get it at all. So let's go through the tweets. Full-time Thomas, absolutely shambles. Chippers, I get the impression Jones set the team, but was boost. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. See you soon. Can't wait to see your reaction, Paul. Business as usual. Mr. Lucky, Robert Baker. Hope you're okay, mate. Well gone, doing. You're right. Now we change from Jay. Davis, wartime. We're doing play rating smart, mate. I've got to be around about 6:30, 7 o'clock. So I'll get you on if I can. Jason, I've always said in my tweets, never wanted, still not wanted. He has to go. We all want him out. You're right. Chip, I said, night, bud. Night to you, my guy. Thanks for coming on with chat. Speak to you later. Have a good night, John. You too, Thomas. And Eric, Dubaka, Fazer, Matty, all these start games, man. You terrible team performance. Eric, we are absolutely shambolic. Absolutely poor and neat. Like, the team selection's right, but the way we played, we just showed absolutely no fight whatsoever. Shocking. Gail, not a winger. Why didn't we pack the midfield? Just too much to complain about. Steve, you're right. I just think it's just terrible, man. Dwight Gale's not a winner. Gale is not a winger. Sorry, he's not. All over the pause for a pint and a rant. Well, you've got another couple more minutes to get yourself over that side. I'll be going there as well. Please subscribe to my channel and also like my video as well. And I'll be back to another Watchalong on Sunday at around 6 o'clock, 6:15. I'll be there. And it's not a good night, isn't it, for Newcastle fans? And Chelsea deserve to win. Let's be real. I thought further us that standing neat like. Then again, it's easy to score a goal against Newcastle, isn't it? So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to get myself to bed. Please stick a like to my video and also subscribe to my channel as well. And thanks for coming on along. And it's just a poor night. And I'm done. And I'll speak to you later, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.